Welcome back, everybody. This is session number 3 of our campaign called Virlinia 3, Dungeons and Donuts. And last time, our party discovered and then defeated a pair of deadly spiders in the underground lair of the Pepperoni Pickpockets. The lair is called the Hot Pocket. Later, coming back to the Kettle of Mussels pub in the city of Paranxi for nighttime slumber, our hero-to-be, Edric, ran into his old friend, Solith, from his orphanage days in the town of Silent Falls. And in the morning, Edric and his new adventuring party crept back into the bandits' lair and rescued a wire-haired terrier named Bow Wow. After cracking the walls and doors with eldritch and radiant magic, our party discovered a few of the Pepperoni Pickpockets themselves. And where we pick up, our party is still engaged in battle with the pickpockets, who have been trying to evade the party by escaping behind closed doors. Our party has seen at least 2 of these thieves, somebody named Gravy, who's really tall, has a deep voice, and a woman whose name you don't know yet, but you see that she has gorgeous hair, like flowing down to her shoulders. And the last thing that happened was the party could hear a pair of footsteps coming from somewhere northeast of where they're currently standing, as well as an additional pair of footsteps coming somewhere south or southeast. We do have a turn order, and the first to act is going to be the super tall dude wearing the velvet clothes and the sunglasses, light facial hair, named Gravy. He is going to run toward the exit of the room that he's currently standing in that smells terrible. He quite doesn't like this, however, so he's going to run east out of the room, open the door. He's going to run out, and on his way out, so the door is still going to be open, he has something he can do against Thad. Alright, he's got a spell here. What spell is he going to use? He's got a little firebolt, so he's going to wave his arms and shout at the party. How did you find us? You don't belong here! From out of his hand, you see a bolt of fire. It's aimed directly at Thad. Let's see what the attack roll is. Let's see. +6 to this roll, so it's a 20 total. I think that's going to hit Thad. And that's going to do 1d10. That is going to be 10 points of fire damage. It smacks you right in your shoulder as this guy runs away from you. Ouch, that must hurt.
Yeah, if that gets hit, he's like, ooh, fucking coward. Come on.
He still has movement, so he's actually going to step out of the way so you can't see him directly. And you hear him shouting, Davy, I'm calling the birds in. Birds! Get that, Paladin! And, Thad, because you're closest to the door, you can now see emerging from behind this new door 2 humongous hawks with blood-stained feathers. Their plumage is like, you can tell there's like crusted blood, and even their beaks have blood dried up on the sides of their mouths. So these 2 humongous hawks that you have not seen before now appear. I'm going to show them on the map, actually. Alright, they can fly. Okay, they're going to fly into the room where the party is, and they're both going to peck at Thad. So Thad, you see these 2 humongous birds flying and flapping their wings. They're both trying to peck at you, and they actually have advantage based on their pack tactics. So, let's see what happens. +4 to, and they have advantage. So, it's a 23 and a 24. I'm sorry, to Thad. Both hawks are able to pierce into right below where the stitching of your armor is, and you can see that you are now bleeding from 2 different points above your chest, and you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. And these guys still have movement, so they did 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 10 feet of movement left. So Thad, you're going to get an opportunity attack if you want to take it. This crow that's northeast of you still has 10 feet of movement. He's going to go diagonal and go behind the doorway, so nobody has a direct line against him. But if you'd like to take an opportunity attack, you can.
Sure, I'm going to swing at it with my shadowy short sword that I somehow have.
All right.
That's a 23.
That's going to hit.
So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna be like, dumb fucking bird, and it takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Thad, tell us how you murder this giant hawk that is now crashing to the ground in front of you behind this wall.
At this point, being a little peeved, like, Thad normally likes animals and likes to give everything the benefit of the doubt, but Thad's not, after seeing how they treat the dog, Thad's not giving these guys the benefit of the doubt anymore. And he just makes a show of it, of just bisects the bird right down the
Oh my goodness.
middle, falls into 2 pieces, and he's gonna go, Gravy, you're next.
Gravy shouts back, oh my goodness, he sliced Carrie in half. Cash, fly back now. And at that, the other hawk was already trying to fly away. So Thad, because you took an opportunity attack already once, I don't think you get a second opportunity attack, but because it is diagonal from Edric, if you would like to take an opportunity attack, you would get to do so, because it's flying away from you, also back into the smaller 10 foot by 20 room.
Okay, let me look at my inventory.
Okay.
I have daggers, but I don't think I had them equipped, and I'm not gonna go back. So I think I'm gonna just try to punch the bird.
You can do that.
Go roll for the best. So D20. All right, ready? Does a 6? Oh wait, no, sorry, a 7. Does a 7 hit? I don't think it does. But
no, you swing at this huge bird and it's flapping away, and you barely connect with its scaly toe as it disappears from your view, and it's now let's see. So it had 10 feet of movement left. It's now going to be behind the wall. So you, Edric, because you're diagonal, you could actually still see this creature. It's like in the crack in the doorway, because the door goes inside. You could actually still see this creature. So we could say that it has a little bit of cover if you wanted to attack it with a ranged attack, or you could move in if you wanted to get a melee hit. Yeah, that's the end of the bird's turn. Next to act is our little friend Bow Wow, who is yipping and yapping. Oh. Not quite sure what he's saying, but he's moving a little bit towards the party. He's moving 20 feet forward and is now in the same room as everybody else. He's about 15 feet away from Aramis. And he's going to look up at Aramis, like, the knowing look in his eyes is like he's looking for something. Aramis, if you wanted to take a free action just to do animal handling, you could, but if not.
I would, let me try, but just more to understand what the dog wants from me. But I'm also not good at all with animals, so let's try.
Let's see what happens.
You go through? Yeah, with a 4, I don't think anything happens.
Yeah. You're left with a quizzical look on your own face as you're trying to interpret how this dog is communicating. But there we go. Next to act is actually Thad. Thad, you get a full turn in action.
Alright, Thad, as a bonus action, Thad's gonna pop out one of his potions that he got. He's gonna go, let's get this over with. And he chugs the potion, throws the glass vial to the side, he heals, and I am rolling on my phone just because my computer doesn't want to cooperate, so that's a total of 10 hit points that I heal.
Nice.
As I just down that.
You needed that.
And then, so I am at 13 now, and then I am going to try to take care of this other bird just real quick, and so I am just going to lunge forward with it with my short sword. Just try to skewer it like a kebab.
Go for it.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 is enough.
Just barely. Like, I trip over some of the sandbags, but I'm determined enough, and I vault myself with my free hand to get it from. Instead, I wanted it, like, through the beak, through the other side of it.
Oh.
Instead, I do it the other way. And I get it through the stomach out the other way. And I deal 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But then, just for the just for to finally use it. Thad is so angry, and he hasn't been this annoyed and peeved at for a long time. And so I, am going to apply my wrathful smite to it.
Okay.
So it takes a d6 of necrotic damage.
Oh my goodness.
So it's got to succeed on a wisdom throw 13.
Wisdom 13 is a 9.
and so it takes an additional 2 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
And you just see Thad's the strange black energy that had caused him to get the short sword envelops his entire body now, as you just hear a go through the bird. And it's dead, right?
Yeah, with that necrotic damage, you kill this bird behind the wall.
And he just goes, "Gravy, come out."
Gravy shouts.
That's his turn.
Gravy is actually going to shout towards the north. You can't see who he's shouting at, but Gravy shouts, "Davy, they took down all of your birds. They killed both of them yesterday and Cash and Carrot today. We gotta get these guys."
Try getting stronger animals.
We're gonna deal with you animals in a moment. Does that have any more movement? Is he done?
He actually does, and so he is going to, so that was only like 5, 10, so 5, that was only 10 feet of
That's only
movement,
10 feet.
so he has 30 feet, so he's actually gonna go and, because I think this would be funnier, could I try to, just smash through the wall instead of going through the door?
I think because you already took an attack action.
I was gonna ask, because in that case, I'm just gonna run and open the door. And
You can do that
through with my remaining feet of movement.
You could do that.
So that's 5, 10, 15, and I am right next to Gravy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Thad, let me explain to you what kind of room you're in at the moment. You're in a large bedroom where you see 5 pallets on the ground for people of different shapes and sizes. A couple look like they're probably human-sized, and a couple look like they're more halfling or dwarven size. In the very southern corner of the room, next to the largest pallet, you see a T-shaped stand with enough of a roost on it, like a long sort of like a branch or dowel, where 4 different birds could roost on top of that wooden stick. And below that, you see tons of black feathers, blood red feathers, and evidence of birds having been in this room. Along the walls, you see a few wooden crates, as well as about 10 feet away from you, you see somebody who was momentarily away from the party. You now see her in full color. You see this gorgeous, like, cinnamon-skinned woman with beautiful hair. She jumps at the sight of you, kind of entering her living space. She sees you and shouts down south of you and says, "Lock that door! Lock that door! Don't let him in! Don't let him in!"
Doors ain't gonna stop me, lady.
If I could, I would shut this door on you.
Won't make a difference.
Thad, based on where you're standing, because you're right next to Gravy, you can actually see into another room, because Gravy is standing in a doorway that leads north. So I'm going to tell you, Thad, what you see in this additional room to the north. You see an area that's about... it goes about 35 feet back, and there are a number of crates and barrels in this room. You remember earlier where you cast a spell against the wall, and you got to see a crack through the wall? This is the same room that you had seen earlier, where now you can detect there being buckets of water on the ground, as well as large casks that look like they probably hold some sort of wine or mead or something inside. You also see a person that you've never seen before, who is wearing a dark green hooded robes, and they have sunglasses on. They have the sort of ritualistic looking tattoos on their face that remind you of other rangers you have met in your past. And and whoever this person is, he kind of looks at you with this huge grin on his face, and he's just nodding his head silently at you, slowly putting up his fists as if he was going to attack you, as if he's cursing at you for messing with his birds. I'm going to show you where he is in a moment. He's standing about 20 feet away from you. Thad can now see a new...
Thad just goes, a fist fight. Now we're talking.
Edric, it is now on you. What would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm going to move into the room. I think I can... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25 feet of... Oh, wrong thing. 25 feet of movement, so I'm going to be back-to-back with Thad.
Yes, you can.
There's no way to defuse this situation. I'm just going to attack with Firebolt on the nice-looking lady.
Okay.
I'm just going to attack with Firebolt and call it a day.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. So that is... Oh, actually... I'll save that, actually. Yeah, Firebolt is... Where did my D20 go? Oh, there it is. Alright. And I'm pretty sure I add 5 if I'm smart.
Yeah, for your spell attack?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, does a 10 hit?
Yeah, so your firebolt's going to go through the air, and what you do notice is that as this magical bolt lands on the ground behind the woman with the beautiful hair, you can now see, Edric, there is a doorway leading into another area that you have not discovered yet. Okay? But the bolt does not land.
Alright, I can't think of anything else to do, so I'm just gonna call it a day.
The woman with the gorgeous hair is taunting you, saying, You gotta go back to sorcery school, little one.
They don't have a school for it, you're born with it, idiot.
According to what y'all just saw, you're born with nothing.
Maybe so.
Next act, we have our friend Aramis.
Okay, so let me see if the movement I can do. So from where I am, I can only basically see Edric. Okay. So 5, 10, 15. Well, 30. Okay, so I moved 30 feet.
Yes.
Basically in front of the door.
Yes. You could see Gravy and this woman with the hair, both of them diagonally. You have a direct shot on both of them at the moment.
Okay, fantastic. So the woman it's the one that I hit once.
You did hit her pretty substantially.
Well, so I'm gonna try to do that again with
my goodness. Okay.
Let's see how it goes. The nat 1.
Nat 1.
It's a crossbow.
Crossbow. She's gonna shout back at you. And you, little one, you should have gone back to archery school.
I'm taller than you.
Judging by your aim, I think you need to try again. She kind of flips her hair back.
Anyway. I hate you and I love you.
Oh, tell me more after we tie you up.
Okay, done movement. I've done my action. I think I'm done.
Okay. Last to act this round is this woman with the gorgeous hair who's standing 10 feet away from Aramis. She's actually going to back up 15 feet towards the door that that Edric just illuminated with the firebolt that fell down. She's going to back up. It does not trigger an opportunity attack because you were not within melee range. She has a bow that she's going to use to shoot an arrow at Edric. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Plus 17 total, Edric.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to do 2 points.
Okay.
2 points of piercing damage. She
Ouch.
still so it hits you, nicks you a little bit, maybe somewhere in your side. She still can do an object interaction. She's going to open this door, go through it. She can't shut it, but you can't see her for the moment. That's the end of her turn.
Okay. Odd.
So we're going back to the top of the round. This super tall guy standing in front of Thad, he's been running away, but because Thad is right next to him, he's like, you can tell Gravy, the way Gravy is looking around, he feels a little bit trapped, the way he's waving his arms. He has oh my goodness, he has a spell, he has a cantrip he can use. No, he can't use it. Firebolt is a ranged spell. Okay. What does he have that's melee? Interesting. He doesn't have a lot of melee spell attacks, but he has a dagger. So he's gonna try to strike you, Thad, with his dagger.
I cast Shank. Okay.
Okay. What is this?
That was a joke.
It's not a real thing.
It
It was a nat 2, so he's gonna try to hit you with his dagger. It misses as he aims at your side, and he calls back, Davey, no more birds back there? You got any more allies for us? And the person that you can see standing behind him is just grinning at you, Thad, and shaking his head, no. Can he shut? So, I got a question. He's gonna try to shut this door even though you're standing in the doorway, Thad. Would this be like a strength? I would call this as something like a grapple between him and you.
You could call it like contested strength.
Yeah, let's call it contested strength because I can imagine as he tries to shut this door, you're gonna want to try to keep it open so you can get a continued attack.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do strength.
Strength.
Let's do it.
I got 21.
He got a 19, so it's not enough. You're oh my goodness. You're both like struggling because you seem quite evenly matched, but at the last moment, Thad, you're too strong, and he actually is forced to let go of the door, and he kind of has nowhere to go at the moment. And the door stays open. He's gonna shout towards the room that is south from you, Thad. Don't let him get the treasure! Pickpockets! We gotta spread out! Next to act is Bow Wow. Bow Wow has about 20 feet of movement. He's gonna trail Aramis, but he can't quite get into the same room as Aramis quite yet. But Bow Wow's getting a little bit closer. Aramis, you're as close as you can hear this dog like huffing and puffing and kind of scratching the floor like he wants something, or he wants to say something or do something. But he's not yet in the arena of action. That's the end of Bow Wow's turn. Thad, you just kept the door open. Gravy's next to you to the north. Edric is behind you to the south. What would you like to do?
So I have a question. So I know with Mage Hand I can't use it for an attack, but could I call it casting a spell through it? Does that count as an attack, or would that count as it being a focus?
Is the Mage Hand going to carry a weapon as part of this action?
No, so what I want to do is I want to unknowingly summon a Mage Hand behind the guy who was controlling the birds and cast Eldritch Blast through the Mage Hand at the back of his head.
Okay.
But I want to know if you count that as an attack, or if you would count that as me using the Mage Hand as a spellcasting focus.
I would count that as the spellcasting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go. I'm gonna do that then. So I'm just gonna go. Gravy, your lot's really pissing me off. Yeah. Why don't you just surrender? Yeah. Just come to the surface. It'll all be okay. Yeah. Or else something bad could happen. And unknowingly, Thad is like clenching his left hand. And so a Mage Hand appears behind the man that he can see beyond Gravy. And so he's going to cast Eldritch Blast through the hand into the back of the man.
The grinning man.
That's an 8. That doesn't hit.
An 8 is gonna miss, but you can see this guy's like turned around to see this hand appear, and you can see his body like shake, and his grin turns into like a very serious frown.
Yeah, that's right. You better be fucking afraid. As Thad's starting to get like irrationally angry as he's caught up in it, and that's his turn.
Amazing. That's the end of Thad's turn. We're gonna go to Edric next. Edric, looks like you chased.
Well, I could leave Thad and Aramis to these two guys, but I feel like it's bad to split up. Not the smartest, so I think I'm gonna stay here. I have a question. With gravy, should I move back if I'm going to cast Firebolt?
You don't have to. You're within range distance. That we can call it so that Thad knows to move out of the way from your spell attack.
All right. So I'm gonna do a little hand motion, conjure a fireball, and then I'm gonna say, "Hey asshole, catch!" And I'm going to. Oh God, a 10 does not hit.
A 10's gonna miss.
Rolling 5s? Why do I keep rolling 5s? What's up with that? I need to use a different D20. Anyway, making a fool out of myself.
He's gonna shout back at you, "Hey asshole, learn how to throw him a fireball, why don't you?"
Thad ducked when you did that, and he's gonna go, "Edric, aim with your mind."
I forgot, thank you.
Alright, Edric, do you have movement or bonus action if you'd like to take it?
I don't really have anything to do with the bonus action, but I could move a little south. Okay, I guess let's see how far I can go. Okay, so I can move there and then look into that room, right?
Yes, with enough movement, I think you can.
Alright, I do have enough movement because that's 25, so I'm going to move right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what's going on down there.
Okay.
Because I can still use my ranged attack.
Yes, you can. Alright, so you're going to actually see a new area because the door is wide open. It is a fairly large room, about 30 feet long and 25 feet back. There are a couple of metal cages in the southeast corner of the room. There is a fireplace along the northern wall of the room where you see what looks to be like a rat carcass being turned around on a rotisserie. In other parts of the room, you see a couple of wooden tables and chairs, as well as several chests with money that seems to have been collected. There are definitely a lot of very interesting objects along the perimeter of the room. So this room is also very hot because of a fireplace that's going. When you open the door, you see standing directly in front of you is a woman with beautiful hair who's going to get a reaction towards you, as well as somebody new that you haven't seen before. They're going to, so they're both going to get a reaction. The person standing behind the woman with the beautiful hair is kind of a short-ish, 4.5 foot tall, looks human, with a green hat with a white circle in the center of the hat with a green L in the center of that. He's got a black, bushy mustache. He's wearing tight, sort of denim overalls, and he looks spooked when he sees you. He clearly did not know what to anticipate, and he shouts in your direction, "Vi, Vi!" And both of these characters get a reaction towards you. The woman with the beautiful hair is going to try to strike you with her short sword that she's carrying. She's going to get 16 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to do 5 points of piercing damage right into your arm, Edric. And the other guy has... The guy with the big bushy mustache has a mallet, like a light wooden mallet that he's going to throw at you. And let's see what he gets. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm sorry. That mallet
It's
is
okay.
going to land with the heavy side of the mallet is going to crush you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage in your shoulder, and it's going to fall on the ground next to you, Edric. Ouch. So
I have 5 feet of movement, but that's going to give them both an opportunity attack. So I'm just going to stay put.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Well,
stay put.
if they technically just had a reaction, they cannot have a second reaction.
Can they?
Guys,
they can't have a
You can
second
only have
reaction.
reaction.
They,
You
they-
can only
Reaction
yeah.
until the start of your next
Okay.
turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm going to move a little bit away, literally 5 feet, and then I'm going to call for help. Because youch.
So basically, because they had a reaction already, they can't get another reaction during the same round, so they can't get an opportunity attack on you.
Okay.
You're a little banged. You're actually a lot banged up, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Hold up. Do I have a bonus action? Do I still have my? Correct me if I'm wrong, Thad. You gave me a potion to replenish my potion that I used on you. Correct?
That's right.
All right. I'm gonna drink that. Good golly. Let's see. Is it another position? Oh, okay. What's the? It's like
2d4 plus
right?
2, I think.
Plus
right?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus
Awesome.
2.
All right. Big money. Okay. I heal. Can I do math? Yes, I heal for 6 points of damage.
Amazing.
It was not the big money I was hoping for.
Edric, you're quite relieved when you drink this potion and realize it has been labeled correctly. It said potion of healing on it, and it is indeed a potion of healing.
Oh, thank God.
The woman with the beautiful hair shouts to her friend, "Hey, we're gonna have to shut this door so they don't find the treasure. Are you gonna help me?" And this dude shouts back, "I guess so. That's all you hear.
I'll relay the message, being like, "Oh, the loot's in here. I have
Okay.
everything in here. We should focus over here." I mean, after we kill the other guys, but like, keep in mind.
Keep in mind, Aramis, what would you like to do? You're standing in a room that's slightly smelly at the moment, but you can see a lot of action going on behind the door.
Yeah, I'm accustomed. I go around with cheese, so I
True.
think that smells are something like I'm more accustomed to. No, I think I take a second to wonder to myself when we decided to kill all of these people. But at least they're trying to kill us, so I think at this point. So what I see is that. How bad are you, Edric?
I have 8 points. I'm a little over half, just barely.
But they don't want us to go in that room. So what I do is I move a little bit in the room here,
Okay.
and I cast grease. Basically, yeah. But I wanted to do so. It's 10 feet, and I want to do it exactly at the in between JV Little John. I think. Is the
Okay. In between
And-
Gravy and the other guy. Mm-hmm.
So I want to hit both of them, but not that. So the math is perfect. If you do it right at the center, it would be around
10-foot round.
Yeah. So they have a dexterity check.
It's an 8 and an 11.
So they failed. They have to do 13. So both fall prone on the floor.
Both fall prone on the floor. Oh no. It's gonna take so much action to stand up. Yeah, you can hear Gravy and his friend are shouting, "No, these guys actually can do something good! Who knew it would be grease?"
Well, your name is Gravy.
Yeah, that's true.
And since I did that movement, but I don't know if they. Yeah, I'm gonna go back where I was with the rest of the movement.
Uh-huh. Back into safety where no one can see Aramis.
Yeah, not from where they are. And I don't have any other action, so that's it.
Next to act this round is a woman with the gorgeous hair. She's going to step forward 5 feet. She sees everything that's going on, and she's going to slice at Edric, directly at Edric's neck. 8 to hit. That's going to miss.
Yes, thank God.
She also knows she's not going to trigger an opportunity attack. Wait, actually, did Edric have a reaction?
I didn't have one prepared, I don't think. I didn't think that far ahead.
You know what?
I live in the
She's going to
moment.
risk it. She's going to risk it. And as she runs away from you, Edric, so if you want to take an opportunity attack, you can.
I would love to.
But she's going to risk it, and while she does so, she says she's going to say to you, "You weren't that good with a firebolt. I don't think you're going to be good with anything else." And she runs. She has a little bit more movement, so she's going to move back about 15 feet into the room towards the fire pit, but you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Oh, hold up. Okay, so apparently if I do an unarmed strike, it just does 0 damage, I think. That's crazy.
Is that because your strength is?
Oh, do you have a
It's in the
minus?
negatives, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I mean, okay. Yeah, because it just says 0. It doesn't even give me like a D something to do.
Yeah. She shouts back at you, "I think you're a D something. Stand back."
Alright, rude. I can't do anything. Wait a second, can I take a dagger out of my pack and like throw it at her, or would I have to do melee?
Opportunity attack is melee. Is from
Okay.
Yeah.
And would me taking the dagger out of my pack be like could I ready a dagger for next time?
You could ready a dagger as a reaction
Okay.
to something. So like the next enemy that crosses your path, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. All right. I take a dagger and I hold it in my non-dominant hand because I'm spellcasting with my right one. All right.
That's the end of her turn. Okay, does anybody else get an action? Oh yes. Oh. I forgot to roll this guy's initiative. Okay, it's a 15, so he might get something. I don't know if it's this round. So so the guy with the green hat that you saw, Edric, we'll just say that he stepped away from the doorway so you can't see him, but he's not going to attack you as this person steps away from you. And then we'll get him back in the proper turn order the next round. Last to act this round is this guy who's grinning and now frowning in Thad's direction. He's not saying very much, but he kind of tries to stand up and dust himself off. Thad, you can see into this area with all the casks and buckets of water. He is going to... he has a dart gun that he's going to use to shoot a dart at you. This is going to... 26 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to do 4 points of piercing damage.
As a reaction, I am going to hellish rebuke him. As I just get it straight in the ear as I go, as that just again he hasn't been this angry in a while, and he just goes, "Burn in hell," as he unknowingly casts hellish rebuke, and so he needs to make a dex save 13.
11.
So he takes 2d10 fire damage, which I will cast right now.
Oh my goodness.
And do that. So he takes 5 fire damage as the grease surrounding him just lights into
up.
flame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aramis, you want to add something?
I think I missed that part. Who's attacking?
Gravy's ally is attacking Thad.
Okay. Is in prone means that
he stood up. Yeah, he stood up as part of his movement. Mm-hmm.
Make it do something because it specifically lights the grease.
The grease should all be on fire now, right? So when things are on fire, the internet says grease damage does an average. Grease damage is flammable and does a lot of damage per round. People will want to run away from this fire. So that's what this guy is going to do. He's going to step back 10 feet out of the range of the grease. Oh, wait, actually, he only has 5 feet left of movement. Because it took half to stand up. No good bonus actions. He's going to end his turn there. So, question, I think Gravy is standing in the grease.
Yep.
So that is also lit. So what, can he run away from it as a reaction?
It should be in his action.
During his action.
But he should.
If it's on fire, he has to make, I would imagine, a dex save to
a dex save to get out of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you should get fire damage.
Fire damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think Aramis, I might ask you to roll the fire damage.
Okay. How much is that?
So I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, me too, I don't remember.
It says one way to rule it is a standard 5 points of damage per round.
Okay.
So it's pretty fair. He failed his dex save. He got an 11. He's going to take 5 points of damage as well, I think. Ow! And he's still prone. He's lying on the ground, covered in grease and fire. He looks very uncomfortable, Thad, and he kind of rolls as he's clutching his sides that are burning. He kind of rolls his body in your direction, saying, "Pickpockets! Pickpockets! I don't know if we can take these guys down. Giva, make sure you protect the treasure." Gravy is rolling around in pain. It's now actually his turn to act. He's standing in this doorway, but he wants to get out of this doorway. And the fastest way to get out of this doorway is to push Thad out of his way. So the first thing he's going to do, he's going to stand up. He's going to take half his action. And I think this is a strength check against Thad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To push you out of the way. Let's go.
I got nat 20 for 22 strength.
Got a 10.
So I like to imagine it's one of those scenarios where he pushes it and Thad does not move.
Yeah. He's you can see, even though he's taller than you, he's trying to get through the doorway using his head and shoulders, and Thad's just standing there stoically, not moving. This is messing this guy up. All right, he has a potion on his side that he's gonna uncork, drink really quick. This is gonna be his bonus action, so it's gonna do 2d4 plus. Oh, surprise it! Thad, you're noticing that this guy's wounds are healing, and you don't see any scabs or wounds anymore on this guy at the moment. Very interesting. That was his bonus action. He can still attack. He hasn't taken his main attack yet, and he does have a dagger. He's going to use his dagger and try to thrust it into your stomach, Thad. So let's see what happens. Okay, 16 plus 2 to hit. 18, Thad. Does it work?
18's my armor class, so yep, just hits.
Alright, so with a dagger, it's gonna do 1 point of piercing damage.
He hits my chainmail as Thad just goes.
This guy is kind of stuck. There's nowhere for him to go at the moment. That's the end of his turn. Next act is Little Bow Wow, who's now going to enter the small room that Aramis is in. Bow Wow is going to look around at this, like the odor that is dissipating from this room. You can tell that the dog's like sniffing the air. Doesn't faze him as much because he has been around foul odors before. He's going to look up at Aramis. You can see he's like barking, like oh, like he wants something. He has 5 additional feet of movement that he's going to take by walking into the doorway. So he's now standing in between Thad and Aramis. Thad, it's now your chance to act.
Thad is gonna just put his hand on like Gravy's chest. He's gonna go move as he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Whew.
Would I get advantage to see if it hits, given that I'm right next to him, like literally touching him? Would you say, or no?
I don't think so, but it's also a ranged attack, and you're in melee range.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, I am going to take my short sword that I'm still. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just go move
Okay.
as I flip over my short sword to its pummel.
Okay.
And I go to uppercut Gravy in the chin to like non-lethal, just to
Non-lethal. Okay.
knock him out.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit,
A 21 hits.
and he takes 4 points of, instead of piercing, call it like bludgeoning damage, and as a bonus action, once I hit him for the 4 points of bludgeoning damage, I'm actually going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to dismiss, because it's my packed weapon, I'm going to dismiss it, so the sword just dissipates, and Thad goes, where'd it go? And that's my turn.
You strike him with the pummel of your sword. He's clearly bruised and kind of broken down. You're starting to notice he's feeling much more broken down in the moment. And he says, "Bow Wow, Bow Wow, bite this guy, bite this guy." Edric, a little hurt, but you're standing 5 feet away from this open doorway. What would you like to do?
I have a question. If I if I did a persuasion check, would that take up my action, or would it be like, what would that be considered?
Sometimes an action like that, if you're trying to persuade to impose disadvantage, let's say, for example, or intimidate to impose disadvantage, it can take a turn.
I'm not trying to impose disadvantage. I'm just going to ask them, like, is any of this worth your life? Is any of this worth your life?
Okay.
Can I just ask that? It doesn't have to be a check.
Act it out, and based on how you act it out, I'll ask you for either a persuasion check or an intimidation check.
Okay. Hey, lady with the nice hair. Like, listen, I know that, like, you kind of want this loot, but, like, is any of this worth dying for? Like, I'm being genuine here.
Do a persuasion check. See what she gets.
Okay, I got an 18 to start. And then, let's see. Yeah, I got a 21.
She got a 20, so you actually beat her. And so you're saying this also within earshot of the guy with the green hat, so I'm gonna roll for him as well.
Okay.
A moment. He got a 17, so I think you got him as well. They both look at each other and then look at you, and the woman with the beautiful hair says to you, just let us out here alive. You can take whatever you want. Take whatever you want. Our boss doesn't need to know that this happened. We can just say that we ran away. My life isn't worth all this. And she looks around the room. My worth isn't worth all these trinkets that we stole from the Kettle of Mussels. And she points to the northwest corner of the room, next to where the rotating rat meat is. My life isn't worth all this special butter. And she points to the southwest corner of the room, where you can clearly see a chest with many different glass jars sitting inside the chest. You and your friends are gonna just put your arms down and let us go. And she kind of nods at you, Edric.
Okay. I hold up my hands. I'm like, which one's your boss? We'll make sure that you get out alive. but who's your boss so we know who not to tell?
She looks at her friend and looks back at you and says, "Oh, just if you let us go, we'll tell you our boss's name right at the entrance."
Okay. Sorry, my mom let a cat in my room. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I'll come. I'll ask the other guys to see if they're okay with letting this all go, and we'll go from there. So that's another check. I shouldn't be able to do that twice in a turn. I was going to ask if I could see does this room have any exits, or are they trapped here?
I won't rule any additional actions. You can see in the western wall of this room, there is a small doorway that is kind of covered partially by what looks like a wooden chest of drawers. But if you moved it out of the way, you can see that there is a doorway there. So maybe that's another exit. You'd have to investigate by going up close to know for sure.
Okay, then I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to yell to Dad. I'm going to be like, "Hey, bud, convince them to stop this madness."
Right.
All right, Edric, that's the end of your turn, right, Edric?
That's the end of my turn.
All right, so the guy with the green hat is gonna take one of the knives in his kind of like tool belt, slice off some rat meat, throw it towards the doorway. So I'm actually gonna have him roll for this. 21. There's a glistening piece of barbecued rat meat that this guy with the green hat has thrown directly into the doorway. So when it lands on the ground in front of you, Edric, you can see there's like this steam and aroma coming off, and the guy says to you, "Eat, stop fighting and just eat."
Can I just be like, not really hungry right now, but can I put that in my little pouch?
You pick it up? Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. Hopefully it's not too hot for my little fingers. I pick it up and I'll wrap it up daintily and I'll put it in my pouch, if that's okay.
All right. This guy is going to retreat towards the area of the room with all the glass jars where the woman with the beautiful hair said it was worth some money. And he's going to end his turn there. Next to act is Aramis.
Is the guy now getting other 5 points of fire damage? Because I guess the fire is still on.
Yes. Does he have to roll dexterity again?
If he moves. If he didn't move.
He couldn't move.
If he doesn't move out of it and he's out of the fire, then he has to make the save every time.
He has to make the save again? Okay, so let's roll that. And that 2. He's going to take another 5 points of fire damage from this grease fire.
And he falls again.
And he falls prone again, correct. Ow! Alright.
And then I look at the dog. I have no idea what it is. But I think I'm not a pet person anyway, so I definitely don't care about that too much. I move just enough to try again with my crossbow against Gravy. That okay. I don't like though, because he was torturing the dog anyway.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
No, I'm not doing that because I will roll with disadvantage because he's prone.
That's correct. He is prone.
So I go to I shoot at Davy on the other end.
Yes, who's currently not prone. Yeah, you can do that.
And then I say, if you can please stop stealing wages, chef, we will be very pleased with you. 14 to hit.
14 is not enough. Your bolt lands near the bucket on the floor in between where this guy is standing and the bucket.
And I go back inside the room.
Okay. Next to act is this gorgeous lady with the hair who is shouting at you, Edric. Hey, sorcerer, what do you want? What can I get you? Just stand down, put your weapons down.
I want everyone to get out of this situation alive and happy, mainly. But I'm here for a job, so kind of have to do it. So if you could just stay there, just until we get the other guys on board, we'll all be fine.
She steps 5 foot closer to the doorway and says, she starts playing with her hair a little bit. You'd be willing to lie and say you killed us, even though we just ran away. right?
I mean, what are you planning to do with the rest of your life? Are you just going to do this to like another poor soul? Like, what's your plan here?
I mean, well, our boss is a very, very powerful, and I, as a single woman, am much more powerful with my band of bandits with me. And there's only one way to impress my boss. It's to gather the loot.
I mean, what if you got a different boss, but like you guys all stayed together and you just went on strike with your boss? Have you considered this?
She's gonna end her movement, standing close to the doorway, but not quite as close as where the rat meat landed. And she's not gonna attack you, Edric. You can see that she's put her bow and sword. She has sheathed her sword for the moment. That's gonna be the end of her turn. Next to act is a guy who is frowning, standing behind this grease fire that's lit up. He's standing next to a bucket of water. He's gonna use his action to pick up this bucket of... Whoa, I have to think about this. Is this a good idea?
You don't put water on the grease fire.
Yeah, that's right.
It would be... Does he have enough intelligence to know that?
Yeah, I was just thinking. Does he have enough intelligence to know that? I don't know. But I'm gonna look at his stats real quick. I think he would, actually. I could see his class background. From this distance, he's gonna cast a spell aimed at Thad. And let's see what I need to roll. This is a cantrip. This is an action, so his spell... Okay, so this spell is 18 to hit Thad.
My AC just hits.
Thad, you find yourself struck by a thorn, a vine covered in thorns that he shoots out at you. Because you're just within range. You're exactly, I think, 25 feet away. And this spell actually causes you to move 10 feet into the room, landing in the grease fire. This is a spell called Thorn Whip. So first of all, you're going to take some damage from the Thorn Whip and then maybe from the fire, but let me roll the damage first. So 7 points of piercing damage from the Thorn Whip. And then I think you have to make a dexterity check for the fire.
Yep, so I'm going to make a dex save. So still calling it a 13.
Yep.
That's a 10. I fail.
Okay. You're going to take 5 points of fire damage and fall prone.
So I would be at 0, except with the fuel, with Thad still being peeved, I'm going to use Relentless Endurance. Mm-hmm. And so instead of 0, I go to 1 HP.
Okay.
That's that just, like, being a lit, he goes, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that."
You're now kind of like writhing on the ground, immersed in this grease fire, with only 1 hit point left. Gravy's also prone. So the both of you are on the ground, lit on fire. He's gonna roll over.
As a reaction, I'm gonna use a Hellish Rebuke on Davey. So it's a dex save 13.
Does he? That's his save. It's 13. Okay, so let's see what happens. 8 total.
That's a fail. So he takes he's out of range. He thinks he's out of range, but I like to imagine he's still covered in grease, and so instead of the floor, Thad's staring at him, like imagining in his head that he lights up a blaze, and through unknowingly casting Hellish Rebuke, he does, as the fire centered on Davey, that lights on fire in the grease, and he takes 9 points of fire damage.
Ow! He speaks to you for the first time. Ow!
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good, does it?
He's looking at himself. First on my burst, then my skin. What's wrong with you guys? Gravy. We're outmatched. And so he's on fire at the moment. Oh my goodness. He still has movement, but that is here. Does he have a bonus action? Yikes. Doesn't want to walk into the fire. He's gonna move back 5 more feet. And another 5 feet towards the wall, so if somebody's standing in the doorway, they will not get it. Unless somebody's standing in the doorway, it might be hard for them to get a direct hit. So that's the end of his turn. We're going to continue with the next round, where poor Gravy is on the ground, burning. He's burning up, so he's going to use some action to stand up and then make a save against this fire. Let's see what happens. D20. Okay, nat 20. And nobody's in his way. Gravy's going to run south 10 feet. Oh, Edric. Hey, sorcerer, watch out! And he waves his hand in the air in a circular motion and casts a spell where you start to see shards of ice appearing from the center of his hand. I need you to make a dex save, Edric.
Alright. That's 17 plus 2 for 19.
He got a 25 to hit. This is a spell called Ice Knife. You're going to take 1d10 damage, and so let's roll that. 1d10 damage is 3 points of ice damage.
Ouch.
The shard then explodes, and nobody else is around you. He still has some movement. Does he want to tangle with Edric? He can't see Aramis. He's surrounded. He's kind of surrounded. Alright, he's going to take 5 more feet closer to Edric. That's the end of his turn. Bow Wow is going to take 5 steps forward and see this fire and take 5 steps backward and take another 5 steps towards Gravy. And you can see Bow Wow is quite confused. He's standing right in between Aramis and Gravy, and his attention is alternating between Aramis and Gravy. He's whimpering at Gravy, and then he's whimpering at Aramis, and then he's like looking up at Gravy and then looking up at Aramis. And Bow Wow just looks mighty confused. Thad, you're currently standing in the middle of a grease fire. You have some thorns around you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use half my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, I'm going to chug one of my potions of healing that I have. So I heal.
Thad,
Points.
as you reach for this vial and drink it, the label says potion of healing, but you notice as soon as you finish drinking this, there is no healing effect, and the taste is sour and bitter, like some sort of tropical fruit mix is in this drink, and unfortunately, you are not healed from this potion.
Without even noticing, Thad just throws it to the side, thinking he's healed anyway.
Okay.
And he just he's gonna use his other movement to run towards Davy. So he's gonna use. So he still has 15 feet of movement. So that is. Hold on. Ooh. So that's 5, 10, 15. Running through the fire, thinking he's healed. Thad means to go. He raises both of his hands in a to try to do like a smackdown on Davy, but instead, being extremely angry, he actually materializes his great axe as a pact weapon, and he has an axe in his hand just all of a sudden, not even noticing how he did that, and he's within range, so that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Okay. Before we rule this, Thad would have had to run 10 feet through this grease fire. I'm going to need you to make another dexterity save. Yeah.
17.
Okay, so the 17's enough. You managed to get some flickering embers on you, but surprisingly, your armor and your clothing do not catch fire. This 21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
He takes 14 points of slashing damage as Thad meant to just like nail him in the back with his fist, but unknowingly he summons a great axe, and so he nails down on his head with a great axe instead.
Thad, tell us how you murder this character.
Thad just goes, You think you can escape me? As he gets even angrier than like he's been in years. And like this anger that he thought he had finally gotten rid of turns out he just suppressed it instead, and it comes right back out like a floodgate as his murderous intent materializes as him summoning a great axe to not knock him out, but to execute him instead for what he's done to him.
Woo.
And so head just goes clean through down to the sternum with the great axe. As Thad just goes, no, what the fuck did I just do? And that's his turn.
As you kill his ally, Gravy can see that you've done this, and he shouts at his other allies, "Pickpockets! They got Davy! We're gonna get out of here! Bow wow, you're coming with me!" Thad, do you have any other movement?
Nope, because I used half of
You
it
just have to get
to stand up. The other half, I'm out of a bonus action, so
Okay.
I cannot do a Dren's turn.
Gotcha. Alright, I think we're on to Edric next this round. Edric, what would you like to do?
All right, I look towards Gravy and be like, okay, you're not taking the dog. It's just not going to happen. But you and your buddies can and I look over to the lovely woman and then the green guy, and I kind of give them a come follow.
Okay.
And I tried to get them to come out to, let's see, right here. And
Okay.
I'm like, you guys can leave, just not out this door. That's
Okay.
what
Gravy says, "Pickpockets, we gotta get out of here. Don't use the escape hatch. Let's go through the front." And you can hear this woman with the beautiful hair says, "All right, Gravy. I guess our new friends aren't gonna kill us after all."
No, I mean, can I tell them to go I want them to have a new boss, so I'm gonna I want them to go to Chef Whamsy and try to lead a new life.
How will you tell them or convince them to do that?
I mean, okay. I turn to the lovely woman and I'm like, listen, you told me your boss is kind of a shit. So maybe if you got a new boss, maybe that would help you lead a better life. I know it's hard as a single young woman, but you don't have to do this. Chef Whamsy is full of charity, and I'm sure he would love to have somebody work for him and help him in the kitchen.
Okay.
And other things.
I'm gonna ask you to make another persuasion check. So you were
Okay.
successful in getting them to pause their weapons, but this is a second check to see can they be persuaded to take a new boss.
Alright, using a new die this time. Alright, that is a 13 plus... Oh, wait, so hold up. I have a plus 5, so that's an 18. I just, last time I did the persuasion check, I added a 3. I forgot that I have proficiency in that. Yeah, okay, so it is now an 18 this time.
Okay, so as you're explaining this, you see this guy with the green hat says, I don't really need this life. After all, I still have friends back home in Cremini. I can start over. I don't need to be a pickpocket after all. And you can see he's dumping all these things out of his pockets, like coins, lint, keys. He's just dropping all this junk on the floor. However, this woman with the beautiful hair says, my boss is a great boss, and she deserves all this loot that we had. I worked so hard to get all this stuff for her. I'm ready to just disappear so you don't take our lives, but I've sworn my loyalty to somebody else, and not this Whamsy. Whamsy's who I steal from.
Well, listen. I understand pledging your loyalty to a boss who doesn't exactly fit all the niceties, but imagine consider working for Chef Whamsy for a while, and then you can go back to your boss. You can have 2 jobs. You can even listen. You could do both. You could see which one you like better.
Let's hold on that. I might ask you to make another persuasion check, because this is something slightly different. Instead of take a different boss, you're saying, could you have 2 bosses and have 2 jobs? which I think is something different.
Yeah.
But she's not going to react quite yet because it's this guy's turn. He's going to use his action to move towards the front door, and he says to you, he's motioning as he's continuing to just drop objects. You hear all the clinking of coins falling onto the floor. You see he's dropped a couple of gems that seem to be loot that he has collected as being part of this band of pickpockets. And so he's dropping all these things on the floor and he's taking all his movement to get as close as he can to this doorway. And he says to you, so you're gonna let me go? You're gonna let me go, right?
I just go like this and motion towards out the doorway for him.
Okay. No, I mean, no, you're not killing Luigi today, yes?
No, not today.
Okay.
Hopefully never.
Hopefully never. That's the end of his turn. Aramis, you're actually you could hear this because all the doors are open. What would you like to do, Aramis?
So, I want to try to understand what Gravy is doing. Meaning, do I see, because I hear the others, and Gravy also said we should scram. But I'm trying to understand if I feel Gravy is actually doing that. Because if I feel that he's out of battle or is about to be out of battle, I'm not going to shoot again.
Aramis, I would say you would need to move a little bit forward so you can get a direct look at Gravy, and I will use either your passive perception or ask you to make a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna simply move at the door so I can see him.
Yeah.
I still point aiming at him and saying, "Are you gonna leave? Are you gonna leave?" And the dog is staying with us. We're gonna find a good druid for him.
Give me an insight check, actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you say 14?
Yes.
14's good. Aramis, you're getting the sense that Gravy is thinking about fleeing, but if he's going to flee, he's going to take Bow Wow with him. Otherwise, he's going to stay and fight.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm sorry. You're not taking the dog. And, by the way, I don't like the dog.
Bow Wow doesn't like you either.
He does. 22.
That's going to hit.
With it. Okay, fantastic. And the damage is 8 points of damage.
Aramis, tell us how you murder Gravy.
I just say, and again, I just finished saying, "You're not taking the dog," and raise my crossbow. I let it go. I try to be cooler than I actually am. So I was probably aiming in between his eyes, but not that precise. And I think it goes through one of the eyes. So my instant reaction is like, "Ugh!" and it's the first time Aramis kills anybody. And that's it. So I think it's the bolt that goes through the eye, and I stand still for a few seconds. What just happened? And I look at it up.
Bow Wow is pacing uncontrollably in between you, Aramis, and Gravy, whose body has fallen to the ground with a crossbow through his eye socket. And Bow Wow doesn't seem upset by the fact that Gravy is dead. He seems excited, and he's moving towards your direction. His tail is wagging back and forth. He's panting. He's moving towards you, Aramis, with a kind of a smile on his little doggy face.
And I think there's gonna be like the most awkward there, like a little pat, but somebody that doesn't know what to do with animals, right? And it's just like there. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be okay. And I think with that's it.
All of you can see that the grease fire, has started to die down a little bit as these two characters that Edric has spoken to have shown that they are not willing to fight any longer. So we're going to move out of combat now. The man with the green hat introduces himself to Edric. Hi. You're going to let me go. You're going to let us go now. I'm going back to my home village of Cremini. I'm sure there are some other opportunities there. I know you are right. I don't have to live a life like this. And he continues to pull out, you can now see his pockets are empty, and he's dropping his last copper on the ground in front of you. It clinks and kind of rolls to your feet, Edric.
Well, listen. Like, you can't be like just roughing it out there with nothing. Like, take like 10 gold pieces, like just 10. Like, make sure that you like can like get from point A to point B. Like, I don't want you to die on the road to Cremini, you know?
The woman with the gorgeous hair says, Louise, I got you. I got enough money for us. She kind of like kisses her fingers and puts them in the air and says, peace out, Hot Pocket. It's time for us to go. And they start to head towards the front door.
Can I try to get them to stop? Because this is the scene I'm imagining of Edric just talked them down, right? They're going to leave. But then Thad walks through, fire ablaze, bloodied, huffing, axe in one hand, dragging the dead body of the bird keeper in the other, as he just goes and motions to both of them with his axe and goes, both of you, stop! You're not leaving. Could I make a intimidation roll to get them to stay where they are?
I'm going to have you make an intimidation roll and a dexterity roll as this fire is dying down. So start with the intimidation.
22.
Oh my goodness. They got a 20 and a 14, so you got them.
So you just see Thad walk out, bloodied, pissed off, walking through the fire, carrying a dead body and an axe that you didn't see him carrying before. It's a great axe, so like you would have seen him have this, but he has it now, and so now he is going to quickly chug. Well, no, you said do the dex save
before you
first.
exit the fire, go ahead and make another dexterity save.
That's a 20.
Okay, that's enough. So you can
So
go ahead and finish
he remains cool. He doesn't pass out. So as he's walking through the fire, and he's gonna chug his last potion, and he's gonna go, "You two are coming with us. You're gonna answer for what you did."
They look at each other, and they look at you all, and see this bloody, see their friend Gravy on the floor with like a crossbow through his eye. They see the body of their friend that you are dragging across the floor, and they both nod wordlessly, agreeing to your command, essentially, Thad.
And I heal 8 points using my last potion, unless, is this one also a dud?
I'm going to tell you in a second. This potion tastes delicious. It has like a strawberry kiwi flavor to it. It tastes like a Snapple. And you heal appropriately.
He chugs it. He's at 9 hit points now. Throws the glass vial against the wall, just shattering it. And he's going to go, before you answer for what you did, you're going to make this worth our while. Where's your loot?
They both point at the room that they just exited, and the woman with the gorgeous hair says, the most expensive thing in there is the frost chest.
Yeah, I'll see for myself. Take me to it.
Oh, okay. And she leads you into the room, Dad. What are Aramis and Edric doing? Louise follows her.
Looking at the way that Thad is acting, I would definitely look at Edric, trying to understand if he also thinks he went insane. I think I would probably follow them though, without saying anything in particular. But I look at the dead body on the floor, and now that the adrenaline of the fight is over, trying to hide a little bit the fact that is he actually upset? It's the first time, he grew up in a university setting, so it's like, oh, that's real. But then he follows mostly to try to understand how out of mind Thad is at that moment.
Thad, what indication are you giving that you're in your best mind at the moment? And then we'll get back to Edric.
As he's walking behind the woman and the man who he either didn't hear what his name was or he doesn't care, probably both. And so he's having them lead him to the loot, and he's gonna have them open the chest for him because he's done with games. and still dragging the dead body, but
Oh my
he's just
goodness.
gonna stop. But he's gonna stop and he's gonna look at Aramis, and as he passes Edric. So first with Aramis, he goes, "You okay, mate?" And then quickly he sees Gravy dead, sees Aramis, he's gonna, "First time. Don't worry, mate. It only gets easier. Though I wish it didn't." As he walks on, and then he goes to Edric, he goes, "Are you alright, mate?"
Edric just gives a little nod because he's a little scared of that, of how Thad is acting, but he's just a little like on edge.
"Good. I'd give you a potion, but just use my last one. Sorry."
That's okay.
As he walks on.
All right. If I notice that Edric is hurt, I have a potion. So I don't say again. I just pass by. Or I don't know if he's following us, but I just give him one of my potions.
Okay.
I'll just should I start sipping now or should I wait? I don't know.
You can take an action,
Guess I'll-
Edric.
Yeah, I'll take an action and I'll just start sipping very gently.
Yeah.
Ooh, 7 points of
Yep.
health.
It's a delicious potion of health.
Thad's just gonna go to the two as he's in the room now. He's gonna go, "Open the chest."
So, the woman says, "Wheezy, I got it. And she walks into the northwest corner of the room, and there's no lock on the wooden chest. She opens it up, and inside this wooden chest, you can see all these fresh vegetables like lettuce, crunchy radishes, and cucumbers. It's a pretty nice looking chest with fresh vegetables that she explains she stole from Chef Whamsy. She moves to the southwest corner of the room and undoes the lid of the chest, the wooden chest there, and inside the chest in the southwest corner of the room, you see 3 small glass bottles of different butters. They all look delicious and exquisite. And she explains to you, this one, apple butter. This one, cinnamon butter. This one, butter with sea salt. Sea salt and seaweed. All delicacies. You could taste them for yourself or sell them. And then she walks over to the southwest corner of the room, finally, and points to this very heavy chest and says, and if you open this one is called a frost chest. I'm sure if any of you are into salt-cured meats, things like this, if you put items like that in this magical chest, you don't need to just set them on the shelf, and you don't even need salt to keep this food preserved. You can put them in this chest, and it stays cold for months. This is where we keep our fish down here. And she shows, it doesn't have a lock on it. She undoes the frost chest and shows you where it is. You can see by the way that she picks it up, Thad, that it's quite heavy. It's somewhere around 30 or 40 pounds. So you would need to be sure you can carry it if you'd like to carry it. So that's what this woman does.
Yeah, Thad's gonna go to Edric and Aramis, and he's gonna go, "Right." At this point, he's dropped the dead body. He's just lying on the floor. He's gonna go, and he also throws away the axe, and so the axe just dematerializes without Thad noticing. As Thad goes, "Right. Well, we have what we came for. Let's give Chef Whamsy his supplies back. Then I don't know about you two. Mind you fucking drink." As he goes to lift up the ice chest, and so do you want me to make a strength check to see if I can lift it?
Yeah, that would be a great idea. I was thinking you would do that.
That's an 11.
Yeah, on an 11, that's enough. It's very heavy. It is, in fact, 40 pounds. And you're going to need both arms to carry it, but you'd be able to carry it for some distance.
As that just goes, carrying the chest, he's gonna go, "Right. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Before we leave, I think I heard Edric you're having this conversation, and I think it's very important that we understand who runs these pickpockets. Who's the leader of these? Is it one of the persons that are behind us, or somebody else? And I look at the two other pickpockets surviving.
Yeah, I turn to the lovely haired woman and I go, listen, we kind of need to get rid of your boss. So, like, could you tell us where to go?
She flicks her hair
bare
back.
bones here.
She flicks her hair back and smiles, a curious smile in your direction, Edric and Aramis, and says, "Our boss, the person Gravy answers to, she's mighty powerful. I'm not sure you're going to be able to find her, much less take her down. But Chef Whamsy does not like her very much. She has her own ideas about how food should be in this province, and I think you have what you came for. I think you have the loot. You won't be going to the Deerwood province anytime soon, so I don't think you'll meet our boss."
Deerwood province, you say?
Oh, she's based in the Deerwood province, the province just west of where we are in the province of the Seven Sisters.
Can we have a name?
Can we have a name? Who are you, and where did you all come from?
We are asking questions. We just murdered in cold blood, I would say, two of your people. So before, and I point at Thad, he gets angry again, and you notice it's not very pleasant. Can we please have a name so we can end this unfortunate encounter?
She nods and says, "Our boss's name, the one that Gravy answers to, her name is Shanita. Shanita Donut."
Okay. And I assume Chef Whamsy knows her. Interesting. Okay, what do we want to do with them? Do you want to bring them to justice, or shall we let them go and hopefully they mend their ways, as they say?
Well, I think that maybe Chef Whamsy could maybe take them under his wing and show them a life of, charity and goodwill.
Edric, when you say this, make an investigation check.
Okay. Let's see. Before I do that, I want to see what. Oh, I have proficiency. Yay. 9.
Okay, so Edric has a great idea that they could maybe go under Chef Whamsy's wing, but you know from Chef Whamsy's reputation that there could be some danger in having some people who formerly stole from him be in gainful employment with him. And it worries you that a long-term relationship between them and Whamsy could be a net negative.
Yeah, that's a great point. Okay. If you just leave Paranxi, we can call it a day.
Also, Chef Whamsy, in his magnificence and great, he's a great wizard. He didn't ask us to kill anybody. So if they leave, the Pepperoni Pickpockets have left town, and I'm sure they will not try to hurt any of us, and definitely not the dog.
Yeah, true. In a gesture of goodwill, she takes off her boots and replaces them with some regular leather shoes, and you can now see the boots are lined with fur, and on the back of the boots, both boots is the word glug, Glug, and she says to Edric, "Baby, you can have my glugs. I don't need them anymore. I don't need this life anymore. Maybe I'll find another boss, but it's not going to be Whamsy."
Good.
The guy with the green hat and blue overall says, and you can find me in Cremini. Come visit me sometime. I will bake you a cake or bake you a
I
pie.
don't even know your names.
Oh, my name is Luigi. I'm Luigi from Cremini. I speak Creminian. Welcome.
You look familiar.
And the woman says, "My name. I'm also from the Deerwood. My name is Giva Fox.
Of course.
You can spell that with one V and one A because I'm Giva Fox."
Fantastic.
All right. I graciously accept these nice fur-lined boots. Is there anything special about them,
Oh.
or are they just boots?
Baby, they say glug on them. They're glugs.
Designer. Nice.
Oh, well, good to know. I mean, I learn brand names every day because I'm not really much for the material world, but thank you. I appreciate this.
She
They
kind
pair
of
nicely with some gunky clothing.
she kind of leans forward and her hair falls in a voluminous manner, like in layers. It's very gorgeous as she turns in a very almost flirtatious manner, and she says to you, Edric, if you wear these boots in front of the right person, you might be rewarded. Happened to me once. And she winks at you. Like, she's telling the truth. She winks at you, but she...
All right. Thank you. I accept this graciously. And I look to Thad and Aramis and I go, anyone else have any things they want to say? Before we let them, get out, dodge.
I just go inside the room and can I do an investigation or something to see if we're missing something important?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm definitely gonna go for the butter because that's cheese.
Yes.
Yes, Thad would have stuffed the vegetables into his pack.
Okay. So, if you want to know what vegetables, it's cauliflower, radish, cucumber, and some beefsteak tomatoes.
Okay.
I had a 22 in investigation.
Oh, okay. Aramis finds something else. Aramis discovers near the small door behind that table are some traces of silver paint that seem to trail to whatever is behind that door. In addition, Aramis, you would have noticed all the things that Luigi was taking out of his pockets and dropping on the floor, and if you would like to pick them up, it's a bunch of coppers and gold pieces and some keys to different things.
So I'm definitely getting the money and the keys, you said?
Okay, yes. I'll type it in the chat as well, so people who aren't here will also know what's there. The most interesting object that Luigi drops on the ground is a circle-shaped amulet hung from a hemp rope. And could you make a history check as well, Aramis? It's a circular-shaped amulet with a red background, and the figure in the middle of the circle. In the middle of this circle is a dark silhouette of a hawk.
19.
Aramis would recognize that this symbol indicates apprentice membership in a faction in Central Virlinia called the Enclave of the Wild. And Aramis would also know that an apprentice membership means somebody in the Pepperoni Pickpockets probably wants to become a high-level druid, and you remember that Thad murdered a druid and was dragging its body around, I think, into this room, in fact.
I guess this belongs to to that guy, and I point at the dead body, who now probably is gross to look at, so I definitely don't look at it. I put the amulet in my pockets with a promise to check before going to bed if there's any magic around it, but for now I just put it in my... how much money is there on the floor?
I'm gonna type this in the chat as well as explain it to you. You find one garnet gem worth 40 to 50 gold pieces. You find 6 silver pieces. You find 43 copper pieces, 4 small pythons, like to keep a door open, a small rock hammer, and a water skin that's filled to the brim with clean water.
Okay. Well, because it's just the 3. I would need to do the math. So for now, I'm gonna tell them, I will get all the money, and then when we have a second to do the math, I'm gonna divide it for the 3 of us. Are we okay with that?
Sounds good.
Giva looks at you, Aramis, and says, and are we okay to go? And she also kind of does a flutter with her hair again.
Yes. But please.
But please.
Don't let us. Don't talk with your former boss. Don't forget, you're promising us that you're not going back to your annoying, although respectful boss. Okay.
I think we can agree to that. And she looks at her friend Louise, and they both are nodding their head. Louise shrugs her shoulders and says, we're just gonna go our separate ways.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Ciao. And Louise does a little bit of a dance, and he scoots off. You see his little overalls shuffling in the distance. Bow Wow is barking as Louise kind of disappears from the scene.
Fantastic.
And as Giva leaves the scene, she kind of she gives you a look, Edric, and says, points at the boots and says, wear it in front of the right person, and baby, your whole life might change. She keeps walking.
Okay, sounds good. Can I put on the boots now? They sound warm and comfortable. Okay. Yeah, I put on the boots.
Edric, when you put on these boots, you feel magnificent. They match everything that you're wearing, and the effect that it has among the others in the room is that you seem that much more stylish than you were a moment ago.
Looks good, mate.
Thank you. I'm realizing I should have probably... Do I even have detect magic at this level? Don't know if I do.
It is a level 1 spell, I think.
If you don't have it, if you don't know it, because you didn't study it you're right, you don't study, but because you didn't improvise on it, I can help you with that tonight as a ritual.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I'll keep them on though. They're nice and comfy.
Yeah, sure. They look good, I guess. Okay, can we go back to actually?
Please.
Yeah, let's leave. I just want to poke my eyes in the what the druid was, because I don't know if there was something else we might have missed important for the chef, of course.
Yeah, there's something. I remember seeing something.
Yeah, from here I see some players, but I don't know if that.
Also, Thad is gonna take the bodies of the 2 hawks as he's gonna use them to make some arrows and rations.
Okay.
So he's just gonna stuff the 2 hawks into his bag.
I imagine Thad would also take what's remaining of the barbecue rat from the rotisserie.
Oh yeah, so do you want to call that like 2 arrows and 3 rations?
Let's do it. Let's say 4 rations, in fact.
Let's go.
Alright, so Aramis, what was it about the druid that you wanted to understand or figure out?
Oh, no. I with everything, including the boots and stuff, I would just do detect magic.
Oh.
But I wait to do it as a ritual because it takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
So before going to bed, just in case if I forget, before going to bed, I want to check if it's there's any magic on the area.
Okay. So the fire has died, the grease fire has died down in that room. There's just like embers remaining and a slight smell of grease, but you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I guess
move to that room.
Let's just speak in case there's anything else worth reporting, but I don't think we should have to fight with anybody possibly unless you feel like it.
No.
Great. So can we just go checking the stairs?
Yeah. So the party makes their way to a small staircase next to the buckets of water on the floor of this room where there was a grease fire, and they see that the stairs actually leads to another doorway.
Oh boy.
Aramis, since you're leading the party at the moment, you kind of like put your ear up to the door and you can't hear anything behind the door. It sounds like there's nothing in there at the moment.
Okay, I open the door. I don't want to die.
Aramis, you open the door to a small room that looks like a dining room. It's about 15 foot square. Inside, you can see 4 platters with partially eaten rolls that had butter on them. And so there's a big plate, big silver jug, let's say, of butter. There's a beautiful looking salad in the center of the table with sliced cucumbers and sliced lettuce. There is a large bottle of what looks to be some sort of seasoning or dressing for the salad, and some fairly decent looking cutlery that looks like it could maybe fetch a penny or two on the surface. The rest of this room, on the floor, you see discarded bits of food from prior meals, perhaps that were eaten on another day. So it's a nice little dining table with partially eaten food that you see in this room.
Okay, I would just turn to them. It's the dining room. I don't know if we care. If you care, I don't. And I go to. Actually, I just remembered 2 things. One, I wanna go checking the guy that I killed.
Okay.
I do still want to pat to see if he has anything.
Okay.
But I still very clearly try not to look at his face.
Okay. Yeah, because you got him there.
And in all of this, has the dog been following us?
The dog's been following you mostly, Aramis, kind of trailing, gingerly stepping over the body of Gravy. But he seems to be... The dog seems excited for some reason.
There. So yeah, I'm gonna spend even a minute if it takes to see if Gravy has anything on him that could help us.
So I'm gonna type this in the chat as well. You find a couple of items on Gravy's body. You find the dagger that he was wielding. It's a little bit rusty. Might not fetch that much money, but you could have it as a trophy. He has 3 large pearls in his pocket. Each pearl is worth about 10 gold pieces. He's wearing padded armor, but it's quite bloodied, and it's been punctured from the fight, so you can take that if you want. You also find a grooming kit that has a small palm-sized kit with a zipper, and you open the zipper. Inside are beard scissors, a razor, and a tiny jar of shaving cream. And also inside the kit are 2 white handkerchiefs.
Okay. Don't care about the armor, don't care about the dagger. I don't remember Thad. Thad, do you have a beard?
No.
Okay. Because we are elves, so I assume Edric too had... Yeah. And so I probably just leave it there. Definitely got the purse, and trying to remember what else was there that I could care. Oh yeah, no, the armor, shaving cream. Yep. So I would say definitely I get the grooming kit anyway for the ranger, and the I mean everything with the exception basically of the armor and dagger.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
About the padded armor. If I was to put that in my pack, how heavy would that be?
Very light.
Okay.
Look it up. I think it's very light. 8 pounds. 8 pounds you could carry.
Okay, I took the padded armor into my pack.
Okay. It is quite bloody. It smells like gravy. But you're welcome to do that.
I'll wash it.
Thad's gonna go up and investigate the dining room where Aramis was.
Okay, go ahead
and
and
he's gonna take the silverware.
Okay. That's I think 4 sets of fairly nice metal silverware, and go ahead and make a investigation check.
11.
The only other thing you see of notice in this room is in the northeast corner of the room. Whoever was sitting on that chair, there's like a scrap of paper on the floor next to that chair that points to Samstag, which is today, and the piece of paper indicates that the monthly charity at Chef Whamsy's kitchen is happening today.
Thad's gonna read that. He's gonna go. Thursday. The sun was in the northeast. Fuck, that's today. And he's gonna rush down the stairs. He's like, we gotta go. The charity event, it's today. They know.
Yeah, we stopped them. I assume.
Oh, right. Fuck. Can we please leave?
Yeah, I like that suggestion. Dog. Does anybody remember the name of the dog, guys? I mean, I'm saying the in-game.
Bow Wow, I think. Me.
Okay. Well, that was. Anyway, shall we go? Let's go back to Chef, and I'm sure he's gonna shower us with compliments.
That he might. I'm going to go ahead and award everybody 450 experience points. That's 450.
Okay.
Do you remember
450,
what
you said?
Correct, 450. I'm going to also say that we can count this as a short rest. So if you'd like to rest up and replenish some of your abilities, you can do that. So, our party makes its way back to the Kettle of Mussels pub in the center of the city of Paranxi. And there's a little bit more bluster going on at the moment, as you see about a half dozen people helping to prepare pizzas for this evening's monthly charity event, which Chef Whamsy runs for the needy people of the city of Paranxi. You see a few people around that you have seen before, so Solith, Edric's friend from Silent Falls, is sitting next to Yoshko, the young bartender, and somebody new that you haven't seen before. It looks like a kenku, so sort of a hybrid between it's like a bird humanoid with beautiful purple and brown plumage. They are speaking in common, which you can hear from the front door as you walk in, and it seems like they're in conversation. Yoshiko, Solith, and this kenku. You see Girthna is once again drinking, and she's walking back and forth next to a very thin half-elf woman that looks like she's dressed like a scholar of some kind. She's very prim, has a very thin face. She's got gold-rimmed spectacles, a pendant of a circle with a line that goes vertically down to the center of the circle that she's wearing around her neck. The bottom of the pendant goes all the way down to her navel. She's wearing purple robes, and she's also pacing back and forth and helping Girthna with preparing food for today's charity. But even from where you're standing, it looks like this half-elf woman is doing way more of the work than Girthna, who is continuing to sip what looks to be alcohol. The folks that you remember from before, Belma Thistlefield is in the kitchen, as well as Henri, the sous chef, the saucier, and you also see Chef Whamsy as well. So at the moment, Thad, Edric, Aramis, and Bow Wow have all entered the Kettle of Mussels pub. What would you all like to do?
What time is it?
It's still fairly early, actually. So after breakfast, you had gone back down into the Hot Pocket lair, and you come back, and it's not even noon yet. So the lunchtime provisions have not been prepared. So it's still quite early. It's somewhere around, I would say, 11-something in the day.
And sorry, did you say that we took a short rest?
I believe so. Yeah. So okay. Actually, thank you for correcting me.
I'm gonna do an arcane recovery just to get one spell slot back.
Mm-hmm. With that short rest, I guess the party is a little bit surprised that lunch has not been set out. So it's not 11. It's actually somewhere past 12. And Yoshiko, the young bartender, is kind of like running back and forth between the kitchen and the dining area because lunch is not ready yet for the patrons of the kettle.
Thad's gonna go, we're back. How can we help? Seems you're running behind.
Yoshiko is gonna run up to you and say, "Bros, you made it. But I kind of need your help. Like, there's so much stuff happening today with the charity. Whamsy wants to see you in the kitchen. Maybe talk to him first." Yoshiko quickly inspects all of you. He says, "You don't look that badly beaten up. So you took care of the pickpockets?"
The problem has been solved.
Thad's gonna gesture down to his bloody chainmail and go, and kind of like look confused at Yashko being like, yeah, you don't look too bad. I just gotta be like, right.
Yasha's gonna snap his fingers. It looks like he's casting a cantrip called Prestidigitation, and kind of clean up all the bloody stains from the battle from your clothing and armor on all three of you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, bros. I'm sorry I can't serve you at the moment. I mean, as you know, the bar's actually closed to outside patrons. It's only people helping with the charity that are in here right now. But if you talk to the sous chef or Whamsy or Bilma, we can really use your help. I got to work on this stuff over here. And he trots on over back.
Let's go talking. We're gonna go talking with the chef, but please, we are not related, so please don't call me brother or whatever you were saying. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
You got it.
And I go, I think we are going about. I definitely move towards the chef.
Okay.
Chef, we're back. And we accomplished what we promised.
Thada just puts down the chest he's been carrying this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
We've and he also takes out all the vegetables onto a nearby table. He's like, we've recovered what was being stolen from you, chef.
Chef starts clapping. Y'all did it. The first successful mission. So tell me, how many pickpockets were down there, and are they gone for good?
They're gone. They're gone. But we don't want to definitely interrupt you with this fantastic event. But I do think that there might be some other things left in the hideout of the pickpockets. So maybe tomorrow, you can send somebody else to check. Oh, we have a dog.
I see you got a little one there, and I could definitely send Yoshko or Lashko down there. And now that you cleared out the pickpockets, I'm so excited that you're here, but I really have to apologize. I haven't prepared any food for y'all because I didn't know when y'all were coming back. But I do have ingredients, and this Thad over here is so good of you to find these cucumbers and tomatoes that went missing. Maybe you could combine them into some kind of recipe. You could use the fireplace over here if you want to cook something. I can set aside some flour and cornmeal and stuff for fixing something. But I got a reward for y'all that I can get upstairs if you don't mind waiting for a little bit, and then we could kind of talk about what else you might be interested in.
Oh, I'm assured also that a waiter as good and as knowledgeable as you is open to share as a reward some spells, perhaps to a fellow apprentice. And I smile.
I got something for you. I thought about your group, and I hope y'all will be pleased with the spread I have upstairs, knowing that you came back and everything. Why don't you prepare your lunch? And I'll come back in a few minutes, and we'll talk about what we can maybe do for each other in the future.
Excellent.
Sounds great.
It's at this moment that the saucier comes out and sees you. He's smoking a cigarette, and you can see his eyebrows are raised with awe that you are all intact. You don't look like you've suffered very much. He takes out the cigarette and he turns his mouth into a grin, and says, "Whoa, you are back. Do you need healing?"
We could use some potions if you have any to spare, but like we took our little rest, so we're all healed. But if we're going back out there, dangers of the world.
I will make sure Whamsy gets you some more potions. Do you think you will stay and help with the charity, or would you be interested in another mission, perhaps?
Well, I guess the chef wants some help, so shall we help him and then we see... I mean, we are all here because he wanted to hire us.
Wherever you need us.
Yeah, just say the word.
Well,
You are a superior group.
more or less.
More or less.
You are a superior group. I'm quite impressed. I will see to it you get more potions, and I will consult with Wemsey about where you might go this evening. I'm very glad you made it back. Well done.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Okay, I think I go to one of the tables. I'm interested in trying to understand if when you describe the half elf, she has an amulet or something. Do I recognize it? What it is, or can I recognize it with the roll?
Yeah, Aramis, you recognize this actually as a friend of yours whose family lives in Paranxi. You haven't seen each other in person in a little bit, but you do recognize her from your studies at the university. This is your friend, Lirael Moonsong.
Ooh. Okay, so I think I just simply didn't notice, but the moment before when I entered, and then I think by going in the room, I definitely not imagining that I would find her here, and I just say, Lirael?
She turns around, and her pendant necklace also kind of swings around as her whole body comes around, and she looks you. She like motions with her glasses to make sure that it really is you, and she says, "Aramis."
And I just go. I mean, the Aramis is definitely not a very a hugging person, but definitely goes there very close, and then stops. I was not expecting to find you here. How have you been doing? Did you finish it at the university?
Well, I'm taking a break from my thesis to learn more about combinations of herbs that go together. Wamsey has been teaching me today. I'm volunteering for the charity. Wamsey has been teaching me little tidbits here and there of how different plants, different fruits and vegetables and herbs grow together in the same kind of soil. And when you create recipes, if you have the right combination of ingredients, it is often because those same herbs and plants grew together in the same climate, and they taste very good together. So I'm learning something new, even from just being here a few hours.
That's fantastic. And I point at the chair. You have to tell me exactly everything, please.
Oh,
Describe in as much details as you can your thesis. I'm fascinated, and it's clearly now is in his nerd side, which is the. I mean, he had a special relationship with this as two scholars. So I think for him it's like, oh, okay, now I have a different kind of friend here.
She sits down and pulls out a small journal from her pouch that's around her shoulder and begins to delightedly share knowledge that she has about cheese and herbs and recipes of things that are harmonious, ingredients that are harmonious and go well together. And as she's doing this, she says, "And Aramis, tell me about your friends and where you've been and what you've been up to. Did you finish?"
That's a fantastic question. Did I finish? I think I should tell you. Maybe when the night is over, I can explain it. I also have some questions about if you heard anything about my master. But maybe now it's not the moment to discuss about these things. Is there anything I can do to help you? Help Chef Wamsey?
She motions with her hand in a way that Gerthna can't see it and says, "This one over here thinks she's helping, but she is inebriated, shall we say, and she's actually preventing me from grating the cheese as quickly as I could be. She's very nice. She's just inebriated a little bit in my face, a little bit doing too much. I'm glad you're here. You will maybe help to calm things down in some way. I'm just so excited to see you."
Yeah. I think we will be surprised when she's not drunk. However, we have a dog, and I don't want the dog, so maybe she can take care of the dog while we work with cheese. Who knows? Maybe something happens to me with that, but
Maybe.
I'm still hoping to do that. So, my friend apparently had a special interest in this drunk woman, but he's not around. So I would just say, dog, and I point at the other woman.
Bow Wow is a little confused, but actually obeys the command and starts walking in the direction of the drunken gnome woman. And the dog seems to be delighted as she kind of dances around. She's kind of spinning in a circle while carrying a small glass with ice and some liquid in it. And as she's spinning around in a circle, some of the liquid is dripping out onto the floor. Bow Wow, the dog, is delightedly licking up some of the drops of liquid.
You know, we have a drunk dog.
She bends down and says, Hi, little doggy. Hi, little doggy. What are you doing here, doggy?
And I help I think I just try to help my friend, and doing lightweight chit-chatting on the past or things like that.
Thad's in the back making a vegetarian pizza with the ingredients.
Excellent.
And he's also making 3 strong mojitos since it's still the afternoon. Can't do ale yet. And he's going to come out with 2 glasses in his hand and gives one to Edric and one to Aramis. He's go, mates, we earned it. It's from the southern region. Mojito.
I'm going to have you make a performance check first for the mojito and then for the vegetable pizza.
Okay. So, mojitos first.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
Okay.
And then for the pizza, that's a 16.
Okay. The mojitos turn out as standard mojitos from what you have learned about southern Virlinia. And the pizza, in fact, looks even better. Like, the distribution of vegetables to cheese to sauce looks quite exquisite. You're quite proud of yourself, Dad.
Cauliflower crust. Can't be carb alone so early in the day. As he gives a slice to Edric and Aramis and then goes back into the kitchen to further help.
Awesome. Edric, what would you like to be doing in this moment?
I think I'm going to head over to Solith and see what's going on there. So I'm going to tap Solith on the shoulder and be like, hey, what's happening?
Solith turns around and says, Babe, you made it back!
Yeah, it was looking a little rough, but yeah, made it back. How are you?
I'm gonna roll a d20. Just give me a second.
Okay. Scary.
She looks you up and down and says, "Ma, babes, did you level up your fashion? Look at those boots."
I know, right? They look so nice on me. And I do a little. Hold up. I do a little like kick.
Like a kick.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel so nice with them.
As you do this kick in the air, the Kenku standing next to Solus says, "Are those glugs?"
They sure are. I've never heard of them before, but apparently they're very stylish, and I'm liking them a lot.
I'll pay you for them. I'll give you 12 gold. I'll give you 12 gold for those glugs.
No, you can do better than that. And also, I don't want to give them away. They're mine. But that's a lowball offer.
Lowball. She's starting to flap her wings. But that's how Glug would have it. Glug says to me, "You got to lowball first, bleat. Lowball them. That's the way to get a bargain." And I listen to Glug.
Well, I like bargains as much as the next person, but don't insult me. Don't insult me.
Okay. 14 gold.
I just said I don't want to part with them.
Oh.
First you lowball me, and then you lowball me a second time with just 2 more gold. No.
That's me. You got me. I'm Bleat, by the way. And she extends her feathered hand to greet you.
Okay. I try to shake the feathers, but I'm unsure of how to shake a feathered hand, so I'm just like, thanks. Nice to meet you too. But I'm genuinely I'm a little bit peeved by the lowballing, but otherwise graciously meeting Bleat.
Yashko turns to you and said, "She tried to lowball us on the price of the room upstairs as well."
Oh Lord. So what are you guys talking about over here? What's going on?
So Solus turns around. She's doing a happy dance. She's kind of like strutting her shoulders as she's working on some dough in front of her, and she says, "Well, Bleat over here recently came from the village of Cremini or Cremini. I don't know how to say it. I've never been there."
Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
And,
see, Bleat over here has a patron named Glug, and what Bleat likes to do for a living, I guess, is collect objects for this patron in order to feel more powerful. Babes, aren't you doing that? Aren't you trying to become more powerful?
yeah. I mean, yeah. That's why I'm helping Chef Whamsy. Yeah, I'm trying to, help out the unfortunate and stuff, and become more powerful in that way.
Yeah. Well, one thing I learned from Bleat is that they have a special wheat in the village of Cremini that makes a really good crust on fried chicken. And Chef Whamsy says he's going to teach me how to make what's called a savory donut. It's like a donut that's not completely sweet. It's like savory too. He's got some recipe for like a fried chicken donut. Babes, doesn't that sound so original and delicious?
That does sound delicious. I'm thinking, well, where? Let me pull up my map real quick. I can't remember where Cremini is.
Mm-hmm. Well, Cremini's on the main road headed towards the some of the northern Seven Sisters. It's not that far from here.
Okay, well, if Chef Ramsay wants the special weed, I'm sure we can make a little stop there.
Bleat is like flapping her feathers and says, "You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. It's a little dangerous right now in Cremini."
What's going on?
Something. People are disappearing. Something with demons. Weird music. I don't know. I would stay away from Cremini. I left there, in fact.
Oh, well, that's not good. I know somebody who just left her there.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more. And she kind of like scrunches her bird feathers so she has bird knuckles. Tell me more.
Well, we were fighting these people, and we ended up killing some of them. But the survivors were like, yeah, we're gonna change our wicked ways and go to Cremini. So I'm worried for Luigi, because he seemed like he was a good pickpocket, but I don't know how he's gonna. You can't pickpocket a demon. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could reverse pickpocket them.
Sola turns back and says, "I'd be careful about that, babes. I don't want any of your friends. I mean, is he a friend or not? I just don't want any of your friends to get hurt. It sounds like whatever's happening in Cremini, it's a little dangerous right now."
Yeah. I mean, I'm only one guy. I can bring it up to the rest of the group and see what everyone else wants to do. And also, does Chef Whamsy know about this in Cremini? I feel like his overflowing generous heart would be taken back by this.
Chef Whamsy absolutely knows about it. That's where I heard some of the rumors about it. But Bleat here says it's so dangerous. As a single purple-feathered Kenku, she felt like she was a target. So that's why she came here. There's so many more people here in Paranxi.
That's true. But what? I don't know. I'll be up front. Part of me wants to, make sure that everyone can get out safe, but the other part of me is like, you're right. It is a bit dangerous. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if you do end up going to Cremini, I would love for you to bring back some wheat for me. I want to learn how to do this dough. I want to learn how to make this chicken. Edric, you have the best story out of anybody that came from our orphanage.
Oh no! Trust me, you've been a fisherwoman. You've been helping here. Don't put yourself down and to put me up. Trust me, I'm so proud of you for making an honest living. It's only recently that I've come to make an honest living.
Solif blushes when you say this, and she says, You remember, Edric, no one really told us when we were growing up that they were proud of us, so we have each other. thank you for stepping back into my world.
Thank you. Because I was going to introduce, Bleat to the rest of the gang who's here. But yeah, I don't know. You know what?
I would estimate that for Thad to make the mojitos and the pizza is going to take 10-15 minutes. For Aramis to catch up and write down some notes about the cheese and the herbs would probably take 10 to 15 minutes, and this conversation could be quite similar.
Okay.
But I'd love to give everybody another moment if there's anything else you'd like to do, because you're starting to hear footsteps of Chef Whamsy come back down the stairs.
Nope, Thad's just been, he stepped in, and so he made the pizza, he gave it to Edric and Aramis, he quickly ate, and now he's just rushing around helping to serve drinks, prepare the food.
Aramis definitely tried the mojito. He's more like a wine person, and so he probably. But it's not like, I think it's very appreciative of the gesture. He definitely also tried to eat some of the pizza. Although I do have to admit that the player behind is horrified. No offense. But definitely eats. Take time like eating, probably sharing the pizza with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But when Whamsy comes back, he says, "Excuse me," to the friend, to Leroy, and basically try to understand where Whamsy is going, if he's waiting for them or something.
It's at this moment that Whamsy comes back down the stairs. He's got a small burlap sack that he's dropping on one of the tables. Inside, you see 5 glass vials labeled Potions of Healing. So 5 glass bottles labeled Potions of Healing. Whamsy's going to hand Aramis a scroll for a new spell that's not currently in Aramis's spell book. And the spell is going to be Friends.
Okay. I like it.
So he hands all these objects over to you, and he says, Y'all, the pickpockets are gone. You saved my mozzarella yesterday. Today charity is going to go well. Maybe we should be working together.
Maybe we should.
It would be my honor.
Yeah.
You're like the first group that actually was successful and didn't die.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On how bad the others were, you mean?
Well, do you think your group could weather the snowy mountains?
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Before we talk about that, what kind of assistance do you actually need from us? I assume you need help in what degrees?
Well,
recuperating the ingredients or something, or
Well, the thing is, I think y'all are more skilled than the average helper that I have here at for example, the charity today. All the volunteers that have come today are going to be helping with food preparation, but y'all might be able to help me write the best recipe book in all of Virlinia. I'm trying to compose all these recipes, particularly for sweets. I'm particularly interested in a chapter on desserts that are both sweet and savory. You feel me? So every bite maybe has a little bit of salt or something unexpected. My goal here of writing a cookbook like this for Central Virlinia is that we should really respect all the different ingredients from across the land. We shouldn't restrict ourselves to just one diet. So I'm trying to push the culinary arts forward by putting together recipes that maybe people haven't tried before, and combinations of ingredients that people don't realize actually taste really good together. You know what I'm saying? So I figure if you could survive such a mission and you're willing to do some deeds for old Chef Whamsy, maybe we should all work together.
Sounds tempting. And I look at the others. Can we have some?
Pat's on board. He loves. You can get the vibe. He loves Whamsy, and whether it's because how he said that his family used to take him here once a year, and that he is fully on board to help this man.
I love it. What about you, young Edric? Or actually, you're older than me.
Yeah, but I think I'm the oldest in the group. But it's certainly not the most experienced. It goes to show that even in your mid 200s, you can take up a new skill.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what? I would be honored. You know, to work with you would be a great privilege.
It might even be my honor. I mean, it sounds like you'd be willing to brave the snowy mountains, and maybe you'd be willing to step in the tropical swamps, and maybe you'd be willing to swelter in the scorching desert. If you're willing to do that for me, we can be in business. I feel like I need to test you out one more time before we make it official.
Okay. How? Yeah.
Well, recently, I've been hearing rumors about something dangerous happening in the nearby village of Cremini. Something about demons, something about weird music playing at night, and people disappearing. Cremini is known for a couple of famous ingredients. For example, its fennel is really delicious. If you shave the fennel correctly, you can make a crispy, crunchy fennel apple salad that's just out of this world. And the wheat in the village of Cremini makes the most luxurious crisp on a pallet of fried chicken. I'm thinking I'm fixing to make a fried chicken donut, like a sandwich, but instead of regular bread, it's like glazed donuts, and instead of icing, there's like a layer of tomato or remoulade sauce or something on the inside. So every bite you get something savory and something sweet.
Genius, chef. Genius.
I don't know about tomato. Sorry. Not to tell you how to work your business, but what about a hot sauce?
Hot sauce for sure. Hot sauce for sure. Hot sauce and fried chicken go together like white on rice.
Okay, so you want us to go to Cremini, you said, but
Yeah, and could
Edric just made a new friend and figured out what's happening.
figure out what's happening? If you could find out what's going on with the fennel there and bring me some fennel, bring me some wheat. I'll fetch you some more burlap sacks to carry you back in, and you can use my my donkeys to help get there, so you don't have to walk in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a sort of a plan. I would say though, maybe it's better if we leave tomorrow, so that we can.
I could use some sleep.
Yeah, I would also like to know more about Cremini before we leave. I also need to talk with my friend over there. I definitely want to do some more study. So why don't we leave tomorrow? Is that okay?
That sounds fine to me. I'm just preparing the charity. I won't be writing my book until tomorrow.
That's fantastic. Okay.
There is one problem though. I rented out all your rooms because I didn't know if you were going to come back today, to be honest. So,
You didn't trust us?
well, first of all, I did say only the first night's free, and that's partially because my past guests, my past recruits, they haven't all come back together as one, you know what I mean? So, I'm sorry, but the rooms that I gave you the other day, we rented those out already.
I had my own private bathroom.
Well, that scholar woman over there, she's the one with the private bathroom now, and
Fantastic.
that one with the pink hair, she's staying in the same room, and the Kenku warrior ranger person, she's got another room. So I don't know, maybe you could stay here if you become friends, or you're comfortable with sleeping on the floor, or you could sleep in the stables with old Genko and Roba.
Oh, that's a funny joke. Okay, so I think I like this idea. I'm gonna sleep with my friend over there, but before that, I assume town has a library, right?
We got a magic shop.
Oh, I love that even more. I just trying to get some more information about Cremini where we're going. So if you can find something about that, would be fantastic.
Well, I
could talk with somebody.
Did you know that Girthna over there, the gnome, she's the town records keeper?
Gosh, I don't think she keeps it.
She might know something.
Oh yeah, go sobering her up. Okay. Did I also hear that the Kenko was from there?
Oh.
I look at it.
Yeah, she is from there. She actually sought refuge here, so...
Oh, okay, so I think we could talk with her and getting some more information.
Oh, yeah.
And getting ready for leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
The above table question: do Kenkos in your world just speak common, or is this one special?
This one definitely speaks common. They might speak other languages as well. You can find out more.
But like, do Kenku in your world, do most of them behave like typical Kenku, where they can only really do like onomatopoeia?
No. This Kenku
Okay.
looks fairly acculturated, let's say, to whatever's going on inside the pub. In terms of language and customs and things like that.
Okay, I wanted to do a gag where that would have been like remedial spellcasting, and he's like, wait, this Kenku can talk! The others only say bang, but if they don't do that, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, so you're getting the impression that this Kenku is it has evolved in a different way and seems very comfortable among a room full of humanoids.
That's going to go over and introduce himself, being like, oi! You can talk! Like normal like. How?
Bleat responds by, like, shaking her feathers, and she looks over at you. You're about the same height, actually. And she's sort of like, yeah, you just ruffled my feathers. Don't come up to me so quickly like that. I'm a little jumpy. I'm sorry. Let me apologize. I just came from Cremini village, and that's a little scary there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out on you. I'm a little jumpy at the moment.
It's alright. Good. I'm fat, as he extends his hand.
She extends a feathery hand and says, Bleat!
Nice meeting you, Bleed.
Bleed,
Eros.
forgive my rudeness, but how can you talk? Others like you, in my magic classes, they've only been like bang, blur, whoosh. How?
I went to a really good school in the city of Rovnica, one of the Seven Sisters, and my parents decided the best way forward was to learn to do what everybody else around us was doing. I don't know. I just picked it up.
Fascinating.
I turn to Solith and I go, hey, buddy. There's no room to stay here. Can we put up the pillow divider again tonight? Is that an option?
She's moving her shoulders again up and down. She's like, babes, another sleepover! Amazing!
Awesome, thank you, Solith. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Just either that or the staples, and I can't do that.
Oh, no.
Not again.
Edric, you're beneath that, and not in those nice glug boots. You don't want to sleep in the stables.
Oh no, I don't want to muck them up.
Oi, don't discount pay, as that actually goes to sleeping in the stables.
A Bleed, right?
Bleat!
Bleed, fantastic. What a beautiful name. Chef Wamsi actually asked us to go checking on Cremini or whatever. And so we were hoping to get more information about the village and what's happening there before we actually go there. And since you, I'm sure, as a local, you can help us. You can help with this.
Well, so I was actually there because I was dropping off a shipment for Chef Wamsi. He was catering a wedding for a young bride named Priscilla Shimmerwizzle.
Oh, okay.
She's got quite an attitude, that one. Definitely wanted me to be more prompt than I was. Definitely wanted me to bring more cakes and sweet tarts and things than she originally paid for. But she was getting married to some dwarf of some kind. I don't know. And that's when I discovered the village of Cremini, the people are missing. They're just, like, evaporated. There's no trace of anybody. And once I heard that, Miss Bleat said, yeet! I had to get out of there. I hightailed it all the way back here.
Interesting. When was that?
That was just yesterday. I was hearing rumors at the pub. There's a pub that you should go to. That's where people are hiding out, in the pub with the mayor, Mayor Manzana.
Okay. What's the name of the mayor again?
Mayor Manzana.
Manzana, okay.
Yeah, she's also a funny one. A little crusty, you could say.
Oh.
A little acidic.
So that, I assume it's the only tavern of the town.
That's the only tavern, yeah. The entire population of Cremini, and she's again flapping her feathers, it's so small. It's not like a Kenku village. There's only like 40 or 50 people living in that town. It's one of the smallest villages in all of the province of the Seven Sisters.
And I'm sorry, I mean, we definitely valorous and great heroes to be, but shouldn't the authority be informed about all of this?
Well,
it seems very serious.
Unfortunately, the town is so small, they're out of the jurisdiction of the bigger cities.
Not even this city?
Not even this city.
Oh. Okay, this government has some issues. Sure.
Mayor Mentana thinks she has the law held down there, but I don't know.
Okay. Don't ruffle your feathers. Okay.
Just be careful at night. I hear that's when people disappear at night.
Oh, how far is the village from here?
Oh, well, if you have a donkey cart, like Whamsy said he was going to give you, which he didn't give me, if you have a donkey cart, you can get there in about an hour and a half.
Oh, it's very close. So we can leave first hours in the morning so that we avoid the night.
Yeah, you could. And if you go there, I would avoid that Priscilla Shimmerwhistle. What a mess.
Yeah, I don't know. People getting married can get a little bit, too much.
I can understand getting anxious and everything about your wedding, but don't take it out on Bleat. I'm just the messenger, the cake messenger.
Not a bad kind of messenger. Thank you very much, Bleat. You've been very helpful, and we're gonna try to solve these issues and make the name of Chef Wamsi even more potent, even where apparently there's no law and order.
Huh. Solus jumps in and says, "Babes, and bring me some wheat while you're at it, right?"
And fennel.
Of course, I'm fennel, yeah.
Did you know Chef Wamsey has a whole recipe for candied fennel? Can you believe it? You can candy fennel. You don't have to eat it raw.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Thad's been muling all of this over, and it's like a 1 minute delay for every piece of new information, and he just goes. So he's like talking to himself, just listening, and then he goes, disappearing, fizzle whistle, tavern. Chef Wamsey, if I kill a demon, will you make me your famous chive mashed potatoes?
Chef Wamsey is mixing something, but he hears you, Thad. He walks all the way over and says, "Son, mashed potatoes. By the time you come back tomorrow, those chive mashed potatoes with butter will be right on the table."
Thad's eyes light up, and he seems like he's back to his normal, cheery self. He's like, "Right, well, mates, I'm gonna hit the hay. I'll see you tomorrow." As he walks out to go to the stables.
As you go to the stables, Wamsey says, "Hey, Thad,
Yes.
Just leave the lamb in the stables alone. That's tomorrow's protein."
Right. Won't bother the lamb, chef.
All right. Lamb and potatoes tomorrow. Y'all come back, and by the time you come back, I should know what to call y'all. Like, what's your name? You gotta get a name for your group. I want you to be my people. You know what I'm saying? I want others to know that Wamsey can be successful at finding recruits.
Okay, we are gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I guess. I go to Leroy and say, "Can I sleep with you tonight in your room?" I mean,
she's dusting off her shoulders, like, "But I have the single, Aramis."
Yeah, I know.
It's the one with
Why
the
do you think
private...
I asked you and not to try to know?
Aramis, it's the one with the private bath. We're gonna have to take turns.
I used it yesterday. We've been at the university together for years.
I know, but you know how I like to be first going to the public bath so the water's not as dirty when the other people who think that they're scholars try to get in there?
Do you think
Oh no, I know you weren't born yesterday.
Yeah, 100 years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
For you, it's a lot, I guess.
Yes.
But So
Yes,
thank you.
and the answer is
You
yes. The answer is yes. I'm sure I can prepare a makeshift bed, or there is a chair that we can use to. We can work it out.
Yeah. I'm sure you're gonna sleep very comfortably there.
Yeah.
See you upstairs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay.
Matt, I have a question outside of the game for you. So the spell Friends is a cantrip, so I cannot copy it. It has to be at least level 1 for me to copy.
Let's
So I
change
can
that.
only. Yeah. Otherwise, I would be able. I would need to use it as a scroll. I cannot learn a cantrip.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
It
Let's
doesn't need
change
to
that.
be decided now anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I would spend some time and money to copy the spell in the spell book.
Do you want to maybe give me 2 choices, and I'll just pick one of those choices?
Yeah. Let me look into it.
Okay. All right. So we'll do that. And that'll be the scroll that Wampsy gives you.
Fantastic. I do want to do detect magic on the druid thing I found, and also on the boots,
Okay.
Edric's boots. So
Okay.
I do it as a 10-minute
Okay.
ritual.
Aramis does not detect magic on either item.
Fantastic. I passed some of the objects we were talking about that, but like the pigeons and the hammer to Thad. Yeah, and figure out the money conversions. It's probably going to be the hardest part, but yeah.
If the party also would like to replenish any items that they want to buy from local store, we can do that via chat on Discord, or you can also narrate it if you wish.
Yeah, Thad would have gone down to the market or into the woods, and he's looking, 1, for just a dagger, and 2, he's looking for like a nice dagger.
Okay.
And 2, he's looking for some sort of like good quality mushrooms or bane plant or something to make some poison.
Okay.
So whether you want to like say he finds it at a stall, or like he goes into the woods and then make a nature check, up to you.
I was actually thinking, let's do a nature check, and I have an idea.
Okay. So he's searching for like bane plants, like wolf's bane or whatever, or mushrooms, anything that he can use to make poison.
Okay. What'd you get?
12.
That's enough. So you find a poisonous plant that would be grown in this area. It's a poisonous plant called hemlock, and so you would have enough to make 1 application of poison.
Nice. So yeah, so Thad's gonna spend his evening using his poisoner's kit to transcribe the hemlock into actual poison that he can use, and he's also gonna buy a dagger, or I would say upwards of like, for like now early game, like a +1 dagger. Like he's willing to drop the money for like a nice dagger.
Okay. Is he looking specifically for a +1 dagger?
Yeah, like, which I imagine like in World would just be like a really well made dagger.
Okay, I'm just looking up the price for it. Hopefully
It is
it's enough. The value is uncommon, so I'm gonna roll a. It says between 100 and 500 gold. Let's just split the difference and say 250 gold. Oh, actually, 300 gold it would be, because that's in the middle.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. He has 60 gold left.
Okay. But maybe he'll have enough after this next adventure.
Yep, he's just gonna buy a normal dagger.
Okay. And same for if anybody wants to sell anything, we can narrate that in the Discord. Or explain the results of that. And then you can decide whether you want to take the offers or not.
Good joking.
I just so the 2 spells for first level that I'm interested in is Alarm or Unseen Servant. I think they're both useful.
Alarm. Let's go with alarm.
Fantastic.
I saw that one too, yeah.
I'm gonna copy that tonight.
Okay.
Of the objects, I think the pearls, if I can sell them, because you said that they're worth 50. No, so I have the gem worth 50 golden pieces, so I'd like to sell that one, and the 3 large pearls worth 10 GP. Let me just check if I need something for alarm. Can I sell the things?
And split the money with everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can do that.
that
And so you would use you can just type or what objects you're selling, and I will look up the prices and tell you back on Discord.
Okay. Just because you wrote worth 10 GP or whatever.
Oh, okay. If it says worth 10 GP, then it's already worth, yeah.
Yeah. So it should be
value.
80 golden pieces in total.
Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect.
Because it's you wrote, and we were just commenting that we don't know how to do the conversions for the copper.
Yeah.
Okay, so copper is like a penny, silver is like a dime, and gold is the standard unit. Gold is like $1.
I think without even telling them, this is a place for charity. I'm gonna leave the 43 copper on the table. Honestly, I don't think anybody wants to deal with that anyway.
For the silver, that's actually gonna go. Wait, there's demons. Demons don't like silver. We can melt this down. We can use this. Where's that Fae? Whatever. He'll be useful.
Can I do a Arcana check about that, if that makes any sense?
Can Aramis make an Arcana check? Is that the question?
Yeah, to try and understand if it's true that demons have a thing for silver.
Yeah, go ahead. And Thad, what are you doing to maybe help Aramis with this?
That is persisting that that's what he learned in his demonology class back in university.
It's 20, a dirty 20.
Okay, so there may be some truth to this, and Aramis would also know that any sort of magical item or weapon would be particularly helpful against demons.
Made of silver.
Silver could help. I would say that Aramis would also know that if he could get a good look at the demons up close, he would be able to perhaps identify some of what their resistances or vulnerabilities might be.
Fantastic.
Because there are different types of demons in this world.
I mean, we don't even know if there are actually demons.
That's correct. You don't know. Not yet.
So they will make sense. Okay, no. So to end with this, at the moment it's just the three of us. So I would just give 25 and 25 to Edric and Thad, and I keep for the moment the other 30. I also spend. I think I have to spend 50 for copying my spell.
For copying the spell, correct.
So I'm gonna do that. Basically, I'm gonna spend 20 gold pieces of my money.
Great, wonderful. New spell.
Before Thad goes to bed, like after he makes his poison, he's just gonna spend the rest of the night walking around town and then end it just like drinking at the bar in Ramsey's restaurant, like to himself in a corner, like not talking to anyone.
All right. We'll say that Thad's doing that while since Thad is doing that at night. That it's happening while the charity is taking place, and the workers in the pub and the volunteers are handing out pizza to local folks who are needy. So Thad might be the only one in the party who's seeing the charity actually take place. It's a very nice event.
Yeah, I assume probably at a certain point right before going to sleep, I am just going around browsing, but it's as a I will probably spend most of the time in the room studying or taking notes, copying the spell, something like that. Before going to bed, the only thing I would like to do, but we don't need to roll it. If you have any information, I would definitely ask my friend Lirel if she heard anything about what's her name, Calrissa, Professor Thane, my mentor. If she knew anything about her disappearance.
So Lorel lets out a sigh when you ask about this, and she shakes her head. Thane? You also want to know where Thane is? As far as I could tell, there's little trace of where Thane disappeared to. I'm scared. I'm scared they're trying to disappear all of us interested in science and the culinary arts. Aramis, if they go for the professors, who's next but us?
Yeah, that worries me, especially considering that she seems to be next to an interesting discovery. I don't know if that's the truth, but I've been kicked out for that reason, basically, without saying that. But, So I would like to, if you hear anything, or you can talk with Chef Wanzi at some point. The entire reason for my travels is that I can know better how to use the cheese to find her. But if you hear anything, please let me know.
If I hear anything, I'll let you know. I think I would say if you stay on the lookout for anybody connected to the Litso family. The Litso family from the city of Storm's Eye. They're a big dairy family, known for some of the best cheese in that region. Maybe on your travels after Cremini, you might decide to go in that direction. The Litso family is very well known for some of the cheeses. Chef Wamsey uses some of their brie and gorgonzola, in fact.
Where is Storm's Eye?
Storm's Eye is many hours north. It's on the northern tip of the current province that we're all in.
Okay.
Yeah, probably, unless you have nice donkeys or horses, it would take you about a day to get there. Was my guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knows where Thane is? Any scholar worth their weight in cheese would have some more advice, I'm assuming.
That's fantastic. And if she has any of her herbs that she uses to smoke, I would probably do that with her.
Aramis. Just like when we were in the dorm.
Yeah.
You got it.
Who knows what visions we can have. Again.
I love getting visions. Oops, did I say that out loud? Please don't repeat that to any professor.
Oh, Thad's gonna yell from across the room. Make sure you open a window. I hate smelling skunk.
Do you realize who I'm traveling with?
Don't know. Don't care.
Aramis, they seem like a colorful bunch.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I have a good vibe. I can bring the sorcerer on the right path. Give me some time.
I hope you make it back. I'll by the time you get back, I hope to find a decent bottle of white wine for us.
Thank you. And I think for a second that turns very serious. It's like, yeah. Please let me know if you hear anything about Professor Stain.
Yeah, I will.
I'm very worried. Okay. And I go to bed.
Aramis is going to bed. Thad is having a drink before bed. Is Edric doing anything special before bed?
No, I mean, not that I can think of right now. I think he just goes to bed for the night and does his little meditation trance, I guess.
Night falls. You hear the hooting of owls coming from the main city square. And fall into a peaceful slumber after quite an adventurous morning in the Hot Pocket. All of you wake up feeling refreshed, ready to travel somewhere new, ready to do something different, ready to live up to the honor of working for or with Chef Wamsey. In the morning, some of the crowd has cleared out, but you see the older bartender, Lashko, downstairs preparing some grits with like a savory gravy sauce that goes over the grits, some sliced fall melon and peaches and other stone fruits prepared with a little bit of vinegar. And so everybody gets a breakfast. Costs 1 copper for everyone. The party is dining, figuring out what they'd like to do for the day.
Yeah, definitely gonna go have some breakfast, avoiding the gravy for trauma, and then. But yeah, strangely excited about this new. Basically, I feel like Aramis has found a sort of, I wouldn't say purpose, but goals after a long time. So the other parties when they come down, they will probably see him in a good mood.
Okay.
Edric comes down and is just like groggy, but like hoping to like have some sort of food. Just fills up his plate, not even knowing what he's putting on it, and just sits at a table and then just starts slowly yet surely eating it.
Thad would have already been downstairs. He woke up early to work out, and he was here for like just helping make the grits and everything. And he's like, morning. Are we ready, mates? We're ready to take down some demons.
Let's see if there are demons. Let's not jump to conclusions. We have to study the situations analytically. Anyway, yes, let's go. Did they talk about donkeys or something?
Yeah, we've got a cart.
Oh, fantastic. I'm gonna go in the back.
Okay. Who's going to be steering the donkeys or leading the donkeys?
Thad can.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna try.
So the party is gearing up in the front of the pub. They've gotten everything from the stables, so they have Roba and Genko, the same two donkeys that they were introduced to a couple days ago with when Bilma Official Shield had picked them up. And as the party is kind of getting all the gear together in the center square, you see a familiar sign. It's a man who is stumbling, limping, clothes torn apart and bloodied. They have a bushy black mustache and dark denim overalls that have been kind of like torn in a number of places. This man is stumbling and limping as he gets closer and closer to the square. This is Luigi, who yesterday you had set free, and he told you all that he was going to Cremini. And as he gets closer to the square and sees you, he collapses onto the floor in front of you. And as he collapses, he moans the word, Strigoi! And when he falls to the floor, all of you notice that he's wearing something around his neck that he was not wearing when you met him in the Hot Pocket. And it looks like Luigi has collapsed.
Thad, unknowingly, is going to like slap him on the face, and he's going to use 1 point of lay on hands to give him 1 hit point.
Wow.
Come on, mate. You said Strigoi? I told you there were demons.
Luigi comes to, thanks to your healing, and he's like touching himself and seeing how his clothes have been torn in so many places. And he looks at you, and he's immediately scared, like, oh, you don't want to kill me, do you?
Not yet. What happened?
The Strigoi! The curse!
What curse?
The curse of the Strigoi. It's a long-held belief in the town of Cremini that the Strigoi come out at night. And I believe I encountered them? I think there's more than one. I think there's 2 or 3. I ran with all my might, and my clothes got caught in the fence where we grow the fennel and wheat. The legend says that some people make a pact with a demon or a devil, and they assume their form only under cover of darkness. And I believe that these Strigoi have taken over Cremini and have caused my friends and family to disappear. So I ran back here. This is the only other place I knew would be a refuge. If the Hot Pocket is empty, I could maybe start over here in Paranxi. I don't think Cremini is going to be safe for any more villagers. I wanted to say hi to my friend Priscilla. She was getting married, and it would have been a nice surprise for me to say hi at her wedding, but I had to go. The Strigoi appeared at night exactly as they said they would, and I feared for my life.
Not taking any sympathy for him, Thad's just gonna go, there are demons! Wait, I have holy water! As he rushes back into the kitchen, and he's gonna try to make a holy water from when his family used to go to church, when like the cleric told them how like a lay person, because the cleric would have known that Thad's a paladin, and so the cleric would have told Thad the old-fashioned way to make holy water. So could I do like a religion?
I'm gonna have you make a religion check first to be able to identify the ingredients.
I'm gonna try to make 2 vials.
Two
of
vials?
holy water.
Okay.
The first one is an 8, and the second one is a 2.
Okay. Thad, you managed to pull together 2 vials that do not seem to have the same color or like liquid property as the holy water that you remember from growing up, and you're fairly certain this is not effective holy water that you've created.
Well, that ain't right. Whatever. As he spills it out.
So as Thad is mixing these concoctions on the inside, what are how are Aramis and Edric responding to Louise?
I think Edric is just kind of like trying to help Louise up and like get him into the muscles? What is it? The tavern.
Kettle of Mussels Tavern, yeah, the tavern.
Kettle of Mussels, there we are. And I'm prepared to try to explain the situation to Chef Wamsey and beg for his help.
Can I do a history or a arcana check about these cursed Strigoi demons thing they've been talking about?
Yeah, let's have you do a history check and tell me what question you're asking specifically.
I'm more trying to recall if I heard about this Strigoi, about this legend, this shape-shifting creature.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay, so Aramis would have known from his studies that the Strigoi are seen as a folk legend representing the kind of tale that parents would tell their children to behave at night. So the legend says that Strigoi are summoned to protect the village of Cremini against a greater evil. So some people have to sacrifice themselves in order to protect the town, but the way that they protect themselves is to make a deal with a demon or a devil, and perhaps assume the form of this demon or devil.
Okay.
Under cover of darkness, the Strigoi are known to steal cows and milk and wheat and sometimes even vegetables like fennel. And when the villagers wake up in the morning, they usually see the destruction of their farms. But this destruction is said to prevent Cremini from even further suffering.
Okay, but so the fact that the people are disappearing, it would sound strange because they're not protecting them.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so this is the part that is wrong.
This is strange. So something about this legend or prophecy does not make sense to Aramis.
Does not make okay. Well, I think Edric said that he was. Are you going to the tavern, Edric? Inside the tavern? Okay.
Trying to help him out.
So I probably just trying. I start saying that, like explaining, like a showing off, and then I realize that I'm by myself.
Okay.
And then I remember that we dropped the dog. Have I seen the dog this morning?
You have seen the dog this morning. He was busily kind of licking its paws by himself. He wasn't talking to anybody. He was just,
He was in the tavern, so
he was inside the tavern, yeah, sleeping on the main floor.
So I remain awkwardly by myself on the cart, waiting for them to come back.
Okay.
Thad, disappointed, spilled out the holy water he tried to make, and now he's back outside. He's like, well, that didn't work. Oh, well, we can always punch him in the face. Let's go.
And what is Edric doing?
I said that Edric was helping Louise into the kettle of mussels.
That's right. You're walking Louise back inside. And so Louise, with this 1 hit point, is very thankful. Make an insight check, actually, Edric.
Scary. Plus... Okay, so I got a 21. It says 18 plus 3.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Louise is so thankful and genuine in this moment as you're helping him to get on his feet and walk back into the pub. He says to you, my friends in Cremini, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Talk to the mayor. Mayor Manzana. She's gonna be at the Inoki Doki. That's the name of the pub in the center of town. The Inoki Doki. And talk to the cook, Helga. The mayor and the cook have the most interaction with the most number of people in the town. They're going to know what's going on, and they can tell you how many Strigoi there are. I think there are at least 5 or 6, but the mayor and the cook will steer you in the right direction.
yeah, we're about to be heading there now. So I'm glad that I didn't find you there. And well, I guess people are disappearing, so maybe I wouldn't have found you there. But I'm glad to know that you're alive and hopefully going to be well soon.
Edric, it worries me that maybe demons have taken over my village. Are you a demon hunter?
I wouldn't say that. I would put myself more as like just a guy. But I'll do my darndest. I've kind of made friends with like the people that I've been fighting with, so I have my friend.
Do you have friends outside of the team that you're working with?
We don't need to go into that. Like, learn to mind your business, I guess. Just, do you want to like have like shelter and like get healed up?
Yeah,
Let's focus on that.
Let's focus on that. All right, Edric, I save my people, save my town. I'm not healthy enough to help you, but whatever you want to know before you go, just ask.
I have a question. Are Aramis and Thad here with me? Or are they outside?
I think we're both outside.
I think they're both outside. Yeah,
I'm definitely still on the car.
Okay, then I can't think of any questions. But I feel like if anyone has good questions, I feel like Aramis has the most intelligence, so he definitely has something. Can I use... How far away would you say Aramis is from me?
From the main square, it's probably 100 feet or so.
Oh, perfect. That's within range. Can I use message and point towards the door or towards the square?
Okay.
And ask Aramis if he wants. And I whisper, "Do you want any? Do you need any question? Want to ask? Do you want to ask Louise any questions? If so, come into the tavern."
I get the message, and I'm like, yeah, and I return to the town.
Okay.
I assume I see them, and I just walk to them. Was it Thad with me?
Yes.
Outside? And so I turned to him and was like, I'm going to ask a couple of questions to Louise. Are you staying here with the donkey or coming as well?
Yeah, I can guard the donkey.
Okay. And I walk back to Louise and say hello to the dog. Did I understand correctly, Louise? You had an encounter with these creatures. Am I right?
I did, and I ran. I ran away.
Of course you. I'm sure you did. Well done, though. You're alive now. Can you describe them for us?
Tall, dark, wore hats.
Hats?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they wore something on their heads, and they all really knew how to dance. The demons
challenge you in the dance.
It seemed like they knew choreography. They were all moving at the same pace. Their arms and legs were moving like it was a mirror image of one another.
Oh, a mirror image of one another. That's interesting. You see, Lucy, what I'm trying to ask you... So, you're from there, right?
Yes.
You know the story better than I do, but if I remember correctly, the story, these creatures should protect the town.
Yes.
Not attack the town.
So why was I attacked?
That is good. Do you have an answer for that?
I do not. I just came back here with what little I had left of my life.
Okay. Sure. Well, it's good that you told us that they're dark and tall, which is useful, well, for nothing. But thank you anyway. Okay. Nothing. Edric, I think we should go before it gets dark. I think we want to avoid that to happen. The sooner we go, I'm sure Luigi is gonna be okay, and if he's in danger, he's gonna run away again. So,
okay.
It's gonna be fine. Actually, Luigi, take care of the dog. I don't think you were as bad as Gravy.
Oh, Il Cane. I love Mr. Bow Wow.
Yeah,
I would feed him rat meat scraps all the time.
Fantastic. You see, you do have a purpose in life. I'll go feed the dog. Thank
To
you
feed
very
the dogs. Okay. It's something there.
Thank you very much. And I leave.
I follow arrows.
And I do report to Thad. I wait for us to leave. When we do, though, I'm gonna give Thad this information that he didn't hear. So the description, so this dancing, this mirror image of moving. But I also tell them the curse story that I knew about. So in case they should all know and be up to speed with this information.
It sounds like they want to be the town's idols. Their idols. Interesting.
But it's a little bit different from what the legends say. So I think maybe we should indeed talk with the strange mayor and the cook. Let's try to figure out what's happening there. But let's be careful. I don't know if the three of us we can deal with 5 or 6 of them. It seems way too dangerous. So let's be vigilant.
Thad's eyes are gonna roll over in the back of his head. He's gonna go, wait, no, that didn't happen like that. No, there was another dream. No, and then he's gonna return. He's like, sorry, no, could have sworn there were 5 of us here. I don't know what happened. Anyway, well, no time like the present. Onwards, mate.
I'm sure Chef Wams is gonna take care of us in some way. We can do that. I'm sure we can do it all. Listen, if Luigi was able to run away, we're fine.
Right. Well, no time like the present. As that goes on the donkey, get it to move.
Thad, give me an animal handling check, please, for the donkey steering.
20. 20.
Okay, so Thad very deftly handles the reins of the donkeys and begins to lead the cart in the direction of Cremini village. And as you leave the main square of the city of Paranxi, you can hear something in the sky that's moving very fast from the sea towards Cremini. And the image that you see in the sky looks like 3 tall, dark figures with something protruding from the top of their heads. And they are moving in they have an identical pose in the way that their bodies are standing. It doesn't look like they're standing on any objects. It looks like they're somehow flying through the air. And as these 3 dark creatures fly through the air, all of you can hear this very fast-moving, catchy techno music. Very joyous, sort of hip-hop techno music blast through the air as these 3 creatures fly towards the village of Cremini. And that's where we're going to stop for today's session.
Spooky.
So, for advancing the plot, as well as helping Luigi rather than killing him, I'm going to give everybody an additional 150 experience points.
Woohoo! Level 3.
I think that's level 3. So, if you have any questions about anything with level 3, we can work it out on Discord. I'm excited for what you select and how we're going to do this. But it's looking like we are going to the village of Cremini next. Cremini.
Yes. 150 XP?
That's correct.
Alright, thank you so much.
So I think Aramis, Toby, and Thad will be at level 3 when we start our next session. Level 3!
Woohoo! Subclass!
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Was it a bit rough at the beginning with 3 of us suddenly?
Yes. Yes.
Scary. But no,
Yes.
it was fun actually.
Yes.
The grease fire was so unexpected.
The combo work, yeah.
The combo worked.
I like using the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like a combination effect that had a very cool ending.
For a second, when Thad was on fire, I was looking at prestidigitation. You know this, the cantrip. I'm not going to repeat it. and I was like, okay, is this this cannot be? This is definitely bigger than a small campfire.
Yeah.
I can do nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that,
Yeah, I was also trying to understand if I could get rid of the grease, but I don't think so because it's not a concentration spell.
I'm thinking something maybe like prestidigitation could get rid of the grease or something like that.
But I don't think because you would get rid with a cantrip, you would get rid of a first level spell.
Ooh,
Yeah, because otherwise it
true.
would be way too easy to nullify.
That's
So I
true.
was just wondering whether because I casted the spell I could dispel it, but I need to check it. I don't think I can because it's not a concentration spell.
Excuse me.
So once it's there until some
It
other.
should be there, yeah, until it disappears. It's a 1 minute spell.
I think Entangle is like that, where it lasts for a minute and it just stays until.
It stays there, yeah.
Yeah, and the terrain is difficult. Yeah, I
Anyway.
don't know. Something to read.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you all guys.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. See you soon.
You as well.
Ciao.
Thank you, Matt.
You too.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.